All right, we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our daily Pokemon card live stream. Should it be called Pokemon card live stream? I feel like it should. That's still the main thing we sell, our Pokemon cards. But man, we got a big menu full of all kinds of stuff, huh? Hey, look at this cool stuff on the table. We got some beautiful Diamond Pearl decks, which I found, and I thought those are cool. We should try those out. It's like trying new foods. It's delicious. Okay, I got some slabs I never priced, so these need price tags. And today we have a special going on. Anyone who spends over $20 is going to get a free pack of these stickers. So I know it says free in the menu. It doesn't really explain how it's free. But basically, if you were going to place an order anyways, you're going to end up with one of these lovely sticker packs for free. Now, we're not going to open every sticker pack. That's way too much time. The way it will work is it will just be tossed into your bag, and you will be good to go. Okay, so let me put them down here now. Free stickers today. People said they liked the free poker cards last time, so I'm doing free stickers this time. If you enjoy that, you can support this channel for free by simply hitting the subscribe button. Okay, you don't have to spend any money at all, but I'd appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. So some lovely slabs here. Let's get them all sleeved up. We're all about slabs on this channel, and really I need to start investing more money into having larger slab returns, because all my big slab returns from last year are in, basically, except for a few that are still out for like 2 years with PSA now. But so that means it's time for me to commit some really large submissions. The cool part is I can split the submissions between PSA, CGC, maybe SGC, maybe BGS. I can split it between all these companies, and so the turnaround time on these submissions should be much shorter, because you have different groups working on them, right? You have multiple companies working on multiple orders at the same time, so they can commit resources to it by splitting it up that way. So I should be receiving slabs back faster, and I gotta say, we go through slabs like crazy. It's obvious to me that people really enjoy buying graded Pokemon cards. They're my favorite part of the hobby, by the way. Opening packs is not my favorite part of the hobby. What's really my favorite part of the hobby is collecting the already graded cards. That's my favorite part. Actually, I got a card to show you guys today. I got to show it off to you. So hold on, let me finish putting these in sleeves and pricing them up, and then we'll grab a card. I just bought it. It just arrived, and I think it'll really surprise you guys how pretty it is. Eating jalapeno scoops. Jalapenos. Yay, jalapenos. Okay, lots of these Venusaurs, apparently. I'm going through my collection at home and completely forgot how many hits I actually had at home. You probably had a lot of beautiful cards. Yeah, you've opened a lot of cards over time. Easy to forget how Pokemon cards kind of pile up like that. Here we are. I got boxes and boxes of slabs. I love them. What's up, Dan? It's Dan the Wise Man. Long time no see. All right. Wow, this is a lot of 10s. I think what happened with this pie, I think I remember this. I think I sorted out a bunch of 10s is what I did. Okay, we got some Snorlaxes. Let me turn this music down before I get copyrighted. I'm going to leave it playing so I can hear it. Actually, here, I can turn it down like this, can't I? All right. So, what packs you got, mister? I got all the packs. So, I have a plan to reduce the amount of money that I, quote, invest, and I'm going to use it to do an inventory expansion again. That's kind of how I work here on this channel. I spend time expanding inventory, and then I'll have periods where I don't expand my inventory, and instead I expand how many rare slabs I own. I feel like we're entering a new season where I expand into a large number of new boxes that are ready to be opened. Here we are. Not just that, but also submissions. Remember, submissions cost a lot of capital. So one of the reasons people don't always grade their cards is because it takes a lot of money to grade a lot of cards. And I know that better than anyone, because I send out thousands and thousands. Then I get like that $8,000 bill from PSA. Oh, your cards are coming back. Did you pre-grade? Pre-grade what? What, these Snorlaxes? No, I had a whole bunch of Snorlax 9s. That came back as well, and I sold a number of those on eBay, but also a few of them sold right here on the table. So back in the day, I definitely didn't do any pre-grading. I would just send cards off if they looked good. I might do a little brief pre-grade where it's like, I can see this one's real messed up. So I had like A cards and B cards, but the funny thing is, back in the day, I would just send both sets off. It didn't matter to me if the cards were going to grade bad. I just sent them off anyways, and they all came back, and I made money on all of them. Yeah, the B-graded cards made me plenty of money, because back in the day, grading with PSA only cost about $8 on some times and $10 on other times. It was real cheap. So it was like $10 or $8. Of course, now PSA costs literally double that. So you do have to be a little bit pickier. Here we are. And, but you know, that's easy for me because I have such a vast knowledge of the hobby nowadays. I know exactly what I want to do all the time. You can still send out B grade cards that are going to grade poorly, as long as the card still sells for a lot of money when it is in poor condition. So that is a whole strategy right there, is to understand which cards are still going to flip for a profit, even if they grade poorly. And you can absorb cards that are worn out off the market and still flip them for a profit after grading. Yeah, so that's something I understand really, really, really well. And I got some beautiful cards and it being processed right now. John's actually, I just showed John how to do it. So John's helping me right now process some of those cards. And those cards will be sent off to CGC and PSA. Definitely, those two companies are my favorite right now. I got to learn BGS again. I need to understand BGS pricing again. BGS pricing, CGC pricing, sadly, CGC is like one of the most expensive ones. If CGC got serious on their pricing, I'd probably use CGC, sure. Their slabs are a little goofy, but that's okay. I don't care about the casing. But yeah, I mean, maybe I should care about the casing. If the audience cares about the casing, I should care about the casing. But personally, I just care about getting the highest grade possible, so that's very important to me. And, oh, there we go. If the slab is 120, how much do I have to put down? Oh, you mean for SLAB-AWAY? $25. It's a flat fee, so it doesn't matter how expensive or cheap the slab is. It's 25 bucks. You know, the interesting thing is I think sometimes people try to pick a really expensive slab for SLAB-AWAY, thinking they're getting a better deal because it's only $25 to put a small slab away. I'm sorry, an expensive slab away and SLAB-AWAY, so they think I'm only spending $25 to borrow a $2,000 card. But then they quickly discover it's harder to pay down a $2,000 card. You know what I mean? So sometimes they end up getting repoed or having to cancel or something. And I had that happen like 3 times with the Lugia, a particular Lugia I was selling. That happened like 3 times. It got slabbed away and then canceled. So in the end, that card was killing people. I felt really bad about it, but it's like I couldn't do anything about it. And the reason they were canceling is because the card kept falling in price too. So I was bleeding tons of money. It wasn't a good deal for anyone. All right, so let's see. General Mills Pikachu. Let's see how cheap he is now. Oh, not bad. I think he's actually gone up in price. Has this gone up in price? So this is 40 bucks. No, this is about what he was. I remember now. Yeah, this is about the same. Lovely card, by the way. So you might think 40 bucks, maybe that's expensive. It is so not expensive. That's $22 for grading, because that's what it costs to grade now. So that's $18 left over, right? Well, that gives you about 3 General Mills packs. What are the odds one of those Pikachus is a 10? It's really low. General Mills Pikachus do not super easily grade 10. It's maybe about a 50% chance. And so the problem for you is it could come out to be that none of them grade 10. And so I feel like this is a very solid price for a 10 on a Holo Pikachu. So if you're a Pikachu fan and you don't have this one, you could add it to your collection for very cheap and enjoy the pleasure of looking at it for just 40 bucks. And then if you ever grow tired of it, you just sell it. You just sell it. The neat thing about a card being that cheap, $40, is it tends to sell very easily because everybody's got 40 bucks. Most people have 40 bucks. All right, so this is a Snorlax, number 197. I think this guy's about to be real cheap too, right? BGS quality control is terrible. Star, return that. A bunch of size mislabeled and card was backward. Looked terrible. BGS, huh? Very interesting. Here is a beautiful Snorlax from a set that's getting pretty old now. You may be the reference point for Pokies. Reference point? What does that mean? So that's from 2020. So it's been a while, guys. That was from when Sword and Shield launched. Kind of crazy to think about. That's a Shining Fates Delmise. God, I don't know what this is going to be worth. I'm just going to give it a made-up number, $18. So this is just a made-up number. Yeah, it is what it is. All right. It's nothing special. This appears to be my last or close to last Pikachu Zekrom. So this one was obviously the most popular of these tag team promos. He's a very cool looking card, isn't he? So because I have just one left, I think he will probably be the first to sell out of this group. And he's going for about 95. It's a very affordable number. So for such a beautiful card, and you know, this comes from Tag Team All-Stars Japanese set. That's where this artwork actually came from. So we didn't get that in English. We just got like promos from that set in English. And this would have been considered an alternative art from that set. And boy, it must have been so cool to pull that card, but now it's just a cheap English promo. So that's why I'm not a big fan of English promos. There's nothing prestigious about, you know, owning an English promo. But if it's very cheap, then you can at least enjoy the artwork. So there's that benefit at least. So this one's going to be 167. I think that is a way to enjoy Pokemon cards. It's just to have cheap cards that you can enjoy looking at. But I don't know. I just feel like I liked the older concept of, well, it's very rare and only few people can have it. You know what I mean? So these will be priced at $75 a piece. How many he blank? Nah, he elusive AF. We talking about serial killers again? We were talking about serial killers last night. Mr. Alex needs to come live on your dock. Nah, that wouldn't be pleasant. That is not a shelter. You probably could live in my garage, though. My garage unit's crazy cool. Hoot, hoot. All right, now we've got the Eevee Snorlax, 169. I've sold quite a few of these. These are pretty popular, actually. So, and these cost a bit more. These are about $80. Yeah, so this is the second most popular, is the Eevee Snorlax. Where'd you get your pricing stickers? I just bought them randomly online. I wish they were larger, to be honest. Can we get that Eevee Snorlax? Yeah, of course. I got quite a few of them for you. So there's enough for everybody. No need to snipe these, right? You do not have to worry about sniping here because there is one for everybody. There we go. All right, cool. Back in the day, I bought a ton of team-up tins to sell, and the team-up tins came with this promo, and I'm like, I guess I'll grade the promo. That's what happened. And so those came back maybe full 2 years later. Those promos came back. It's kind of interesting because the promo itself, you know, so the promo is going to make me a nice chunk of money. And the tins were already profitable. The tins were part of some sort of special deal. I don't remember. Does that look okay? All right, let me get you something real fast, guys. I want to show something off to you. Here it is. So my latest card for my collection is here. It's very pretty. Here it is. Cardos Vending, Bandai Charizard. That's the red color one. I'd already purchased the green colored one, but it's a 9.5, so I'm hoping it cross grades into 10. Otherwise, I'm going to be very annoyed. Do you always stream around these hours? Yeah, I mean, lunchtime, dinner time. Those are my stream times. Lunchtime and late night. Sent for Cardos Zard. Right. Yeah, it's a cool card, man. Looking pretty clean. I wonder if I should bother trying to cross grade with like CGC or BGS for like a potential. No, I don't think this has a chance for a. You can kind of see it's thinner on the left. Not a lot, but just slightly thinner on the left. So no chance for a perfect grade. That's okay. How about the Mewtwo Mew Tag Team promos? I don't think I have those. So this card, I spent $10,000 on it, which I think is a high price. Okay, I think it's possible I got it cheaper than $10,000. But I hadn't seen one in a long time, and I'd been watching for it for a long time. So it finally popped up on the market, and I said, I'll just go buy it. What's it worth? Maybe $10,000. I mean, I caused it to be worth $10,000 in a way because that's the sold price. I was willing to pay that amount because he can be hard to locate. If another one pops up on the market, I will be interested in buying that too. Now, if we go over here, we're going to look this card up. All right, there is a Charizard Prism. And we're going to jump over here. Here we are, Charizard Prism. So when we zoom in, this is the exact card, and you'll see over here it's pop 77. One of the interesting details is quite a lot of them graded 9. So it turns out it's pretty hard to grab the 10. But here's the best part about this number over here, the 77. Something that PSA never did. They never, I sent for my order, paid 5 more because I put in 61 and 6. You got it, Dylan. Wow, the pound's not too far off from the dollar, huh? So, but as I was saying, PSA does not distinguish between red and green. Yeah, PSA did not bother to distinguish between red and green. So that pop 77 includes all the greens and all the reds. So if they were split evenly, that's like, you know, whatever that is, 38. So there's about 38 red Charizard Prisms. That's the part that people don't immediately understand about this card. He isn't pop 77. It's more like he's pop 38 on average. Unless reds were lucky and they graded 10 more often, or reds were unlucky and they graded 10 less often. So the number could be higher or lower than that. But yeah, about 38. So you could say pop 77, but I think a better estimation is pop 38. And why do I say that? Why do I say pop 38 is a better estimation? It's because why would you only want to collect the red version of this card? Of course I want to collect the red and the green version. That's what I did with my Gengars, and that's what I want to do with my Charizards. So give me a moment. Now, I have the Charizard off with CGC at the moment. I'm hoping that the green Charizard could potentially regrade into a 10. Probably it won't. And then if it won't regrade into a 10 with them, I'm going to try PSA. But here is the Gengar, and it's the same deal. Why would I only want either red or either green? I want both of them. So I feel strongly about the Charizards too. And so I think that the real population should be 38 on this, which is half of 77. And then these guys over here, this says pop 35. So if you think about that for a while, well, then that means this is more like pop 17. So these are each about 17 if they graded 10 evenly. What's interesting is you don't even know. It could be the case that 20 of them were green and 14 of them were red. You know what I mean? So the reds could be even more rare, or vice versa. We just don't know. PSA did not keep track of that, and I think that was a mistake. Mr. Share. Well, I did share. I offered one of these for SLAB-AWAY, and somebody's taken it. So I have shared, and yeah, it's on its way now. So I paid 33 for this one. Take a look at this. I paid just 13 for this one back in December. So it's a little cheaper back then. Of course, it's interesting to see where this goes now that I'm actually showing it off, because usually when a YouTuber starts showing off a collection, it tends to go up in value. Will you ever buy vending series Pokemon for us to buy? Absolutely, I will. I've already done that, so it's already in the works. And you will notice that I've had Cardos Pokemon cards in the Pokebuzz on purpose. Somebody pulled a holographic Mew, and that was by design. I was trying to get you guys some of these cool Cardos Pokemon. Some really neat ones. There's a Jolteon. Probably another holo in here somewhere, like a Zapdos. So, you know, these are in the Pokebuzz because I want you guys to have a chance for some really cool cards. Now, I can't promise these would grade 10 because if these can grade 10, you know, I'd be better off grading them or selling them to you raw for a very high price. But I think that these are actually in very nice condition. Let me take a look at it. I haven't actually examined every one of them. So, you know, I can't guarantee what the grade will be on these, but they're not like straight mint, you know what I mean? Because that would make their price unbelievably expensive. And the Pokebuzz are just 20 bucks. So most of my SGC cards are serial numbered. But, you know, this would go great into a folder, or if you grade it and it gets like 7, that's still very collectible. So, yeah, I mean, I have a plan to get some of those Cardos cards eventually into the Pokebuzz as well. Oh, actually, they're all right here. Oh, cool. I didn't see that. Here we go. Pretty neat, right? So you'll notice that the holographic pattern, this is the same as the break cards, by the way. the XY era break cards that really are considered junk. People don't like them. You know, I got a feeling in my stomach it's going to do a reversal. People are going to go, I actually really like the Prism cards. And there's going to be people who collect all of them and show them off. And then one day they're going to be like this card right here. People are going to be like, aren't these weird? You know what I mean? And people are going to be like, wow, I've never seen those. I want some. All right, so will those be in the Pokebuzz? All of those are set to be in the Pokebuzz eventually, okay? So those are all scheduled to go into Pokebuzz over time. And that's a good question, right? Hate those cards, says Collie Man. Oh, the break cards? Yeah, a lot of people said that for a long time. And my perception on them was the same as yours. But now that I've collected everything, now that I've seen everything, I like variety. I like things to look really different. I get tired with every card looking like it's drawn in a certain way. So the break cards are really unique to look at. Look at that beam of sunlight coming down. Let's get started. You guys want to open some cards, I'm sure of it, especially because we're doing some free ones. So today's stream is a lunchtime stream, and we're 20 minutes in. Let's get started. Marshall Torres says, I can't resist a Primal Clash spot. I think I need a new bag, Marshall Torres. What's up? All right. You got it, Marcel. Marcel Torres. There we go. And Marcel, there's a special thing going on today where any order over $20 gets a free sticker pack. Here we are. So this is yours. Now, I don't open them because I don't have time, but you can have me open them in the future potentially, okay? But we want to go fast when we're handing them out because on a day like this, when we're handing them out, there'll probably be extra orders. Free? Yep, just for free. All right, that's Marcel Torres. Thomas Hogg, 5 McDonald Pokepacks. I have a bag. You got it, Mr. Thomas. So these are the cheap McDonald packs. Let me grab them. 2, 3, 4. You can open a lot of these for very little money and complete the set. That's a lot of Venusaurs. It's Venusaurs for days. He's a lovely textured card, okay? That's an edged card. And I'm used to calling them full art, but I think full art really means that the art is across the entire card, I guess. So I want to change my vocabulary to call them like edged cards. All right, Thomas Hogg. Edged or textured. Here's Pikachu. Pika! Raby says, can I send in another order to get the free one? I suppose you could. Just mention it, okay? I don't mind if you mention it. Here is Rowlet. How's Pringer's Lady? Haven't seen her. Yeah, I haven't seen her. I think she visits. I don't think she's here all the time. Here's Growlithe. Neighbors doing major construction to their home, though. I noticed they're putting in a new window. How long is the line? Not very long, but it could get long because of the free ones. Here's Rowlet. And here is Gossifleur. All right, very good. Did you buy your new boat? No, I haven't bought a new boat, and I haven't sold an old boat either. All I've done is one thing and one thing only. I've worked on Pokemon cards. I do one thing with my time, and it's work on Pokemons. So nice. God, that looks cool. Okay, Thomas Hogg, I know exactly where your bag is. Give me a moment. No new boat. I think before we get a nice new boat, my wife and I should move to a larger home, and we should move to a place where all the stuff happens, because we are in the middle of nowhere right now. Brooks Ballinger, I received a bunch of TCCG slabs today. Oh, nice, man. 2 poker cards, 3-star berth. Nice, man. Are you enjoying them? I assume you mean you received yours, right? So 1, 2, 3. 2 poker cards. Oh, the poker cards. I forgot about this. We got new poker cards. Okay, hold on. You know, there's not enough room for both decks, so we're going to start with just the one deck. He says, ha ha ha, yeah. Wow. Ooh, the Joker card is Dialga. That's cool. So this is a fresh deck opened before your very eyes to verify its freshness. We are upgrading the poker cards to include this cool deck. This is Diamond Pearl era. And I bet it has a lot of cool pulls in it. Now remember, PSA has officially began grading these poker cards. Oh God, it's so hard to open. Oh my God, oh, there we go. I was gonna say it's peeling in the least useful way. There we go. I don't mean to ask again, but do you happen to have any 10 hyper from Burning Shadows for Slab-AWay? Let me think about it for a minute. I have 2 slabs coming to me. All I can think of is I've got the girl Wick. So I've got Wick. That's mainly what I have is Wick. I can't think of any others. Chimchar. Take a look in here. Ooh. Okay, so these are looking really cool. Ooh. Lopunny in here. Pikachu. Ace of Diamond. Riolu. Rampardos. Oh, looking nice. Oh! You're saying only 1996 poker cards? But I mean, then you have no chance at some of the later Pokemon, and some of them are quite popular. Like, imagine you pull this guy and he grades 10. That's actually really cool. This guy doesn't exist in 1996, so you got to have some of the later decks too, man. Great financial video today. Yeah, and I've already got plans for another one. I enjoy talking about finance. It's like a leisure. It's like a pleasure for me to talk about. So maybe that's the sign that I should be working on educational videos on my thoughts on finance. And I feel very confident in my ideas these days because I don't really consider them controversial ideas, but just like a matter of fact, you know, like this is how the world is working. And so we released that video today on how minimum wage is set. And I have more to share. I wanted to talk about the concept of barter because the word labor market is really important. It's a labor market. You're trading. And dollar bills are just a way to facilitate barter for your wages, for your hours of labor. And I wanted to try and break down for people so they understood even better why the guy who's, let's say, flipping burgers at McDonald's will never make the money, no matter how much minimum wage is raised. He'll never make the money that a carpenter building a home is making. And that's because if the carpenter goes up to the person who's working as a fry chef and he says, I want to barter with you, I want to trade my labor for your labor, the fry chef will say, okay, I'll trade you 1 hour of my time for 1 hour of your time. Well, the carpenter will say, hell no, my job's more difficult and more valuable than yours because the market's willing to pay for more of it. So, you know, because houses are in short supply and it's a more dangerous job and it's a job that requires somewhat of an education and skills. So that's the concept of the next videos. I was going to talk about exactly how labor market wages are set. And the dollar bill just facilitates that trade. And so it doesn't matter how much you raise the minimum wage, that barter would just readjust using the dollars in a new way. So if you say, well, now we're going to set the wages to be equal to that of a carpenter, the carpenter would just change the way that he barters so that you once again have to trade 3 times your work for 1 time of his work. Here we go. All right, how many? 2 poker cards. Well, you getting the 3rd one for free. All right, Mr. Brooks. Brooks Bellinger. Here we go. Dragonair, Gyarados, and Metagross. Wow. Great round, man. Not everyone gets a great round out of the poker cards. It's just random. So 3 Starbirth. What we got? How much for the Zard? Oh, he's about $100. You ready? Tibius Bellinger says, whoa. Yeah, so the market demands homes, and the market says, I'll pay this much for a home. That's where the price of a home comes about. People say, I'm willing to pay this much to obtain it because it's a limited resource, and so I have to barter for it. And so the price of the home goes up. And so people who sell homes say, I need to hire somebody to make more of these. And they go, who can make these? Who has the skill to make one of these? A carpenter raises his hand and says, okay, I'll do it, but you have to pay me this much. And since the employer cannot find somebody who is cheaper to do the job, they hire at that rate. That same employer has to hire people to do a simpler job, like let's say fry chef at McDonald's, but he always has somebody else to choose from, so that wage never goes up. So in that concept, bartering that occurs between the carpenter and the fry chef, the carpenter always has this advantage, and he always says, no, you're going to have to trade me 3 of your work hours for 1 of my work hours. Brooks Bellinger. And so if you can get rid of the idea of dollar bills, you start to understand, you know, where the price of things come from. Let's find your bag. All right. So if you were to raise the price of the fry chef up to $20 per hour, he would have more money to buy a home with. This would drive demand for the home up. This would drive demand for the carpenter up. And once again, everything will balance out again. One day the carpenter will be paid $60 an hour and the fry chef will be paid $20 an hour. And once again, the fry chef will be scratching his head going, why am I so poor? Shouldn't I be making a lot of money? Maybe if I just vote to raise the minimum wage again. It'll work this time. Coeli Jimenez says, can I get one hidden fates? Oh, yes, but first, I nearly forgot. Brooks Bellinger is going to benefit from a free sticker. Shoop. Thanks, Brooks. Appreciate it. Sorry. Getting a sticker is kind of a new thing, so it's easy for me to forget. Okay, one hidden fates. If you were to take the minimum wage and raise it to $100 an hour, eventually the carpenter will earn $300 an hour to adjust. Everything will just go back into balance. Because what's really going on is the demand for a carpenter is much higher than a demand for a person who puts a Walmart greeter. Okay, so Walmart greeter is another good example. The demand for the carpenter is much higher than a Walmart greeter. Maybe 3 times higher. All right, Coeli, you also get a sticker. Shoop. All right. So nice. Well, thank God for my union. We get a big raise for the next 4 years till they renegotiate the deals. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of unions. I feel that unions are just another form of taxation on the worker, and your boss would have given you a raise anyways when you threatened to leave to go work for someone else. So your boss would have said, what's the labor rate for this particular kind of worker? And he's in competition with another CEO to obtain you. So he's in a competition to obtain the good laborers, and he has to attract you with a wage. And if he can't attract you because somebody else offers you a better wage, then he has to raise that wage. The union claims to negotiate for you, but it's doing a job you were already capable of doing. So they do a job for you, and now you have to pay them. And honestly, the money you've lost paying them could have just gone straight into your retirement fund, and you still could have job hopped into a better paying job. All right, Coeli. Michael Osborne is next. 5-time gazers. I view them ultimately as an inefficiency in the market. Unions are an inefficiency in the market. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. 2 emissaries of light. Let's grab that emissaries of light. Mr. Shout out to John for his great shipping. Yay! All right, Michael. Oh, wait, that's Crystal Dominion. The medical is insanely good. Yeah, my wife's not in a union, and she gets good medical, too. That's just how it works. She's not in a union at all, but they offer good medical. All right, here goes Michael Osborne. Sleep. There was Pringles all inside my box. I don't get any medical with YouTube, but I probably out-earn both you and my wife. You ready? So it doesn't matter. Medical is typically a way for a company to tell you, oh, you're being paid well because you got medical. Look at this. You have to be open to job hop to better your income. If the business is not yours, then no reason to get attached. Here we are. We got a cold one. And a cold one. And a cold one. Yeah, your boss will never tell you this stuff because it doesn't benefit him for you to know this. Actually, it kind of makes you harder to control. That's the truth. So it's not really in their benefit to tell you this stuff. All right, what we got? Oh. So this is a nice card, but the hollow is stuck back here. Where is it? Your boss has no interest in you knowing this stuff. Here's Tara. Having medical is important, though. Otherwise, you get penalized at tax season. All right, we've got, you got to be able to provide for people's additions. That's true business. Leviathan. Wow, that's so good. Our parents had pensions, so they told us to stay at our job for 40 years. Yeah, I mean, that's old advice, though. That's really old advice. I've been told to job hop since I was like 18 years old. And that was like 15 years ago. Does anyone know which Final Fantasy set contains any Noctis card? Our parents had pensions. You got to be able to write. All right. Shoot. Michael Osborne. Oh, Mr. Michael. Here we go, Michael. Thank you, Michael. You make money from donations and cards and subscriptions, correct? But you have no retirement from 401k. That's correct. So I have to put together my own retirement, and I have to be capable of paying for my own medical. YouTube just expects you to figure that out. And that's fine. Yeah, for YouTube, I'm considered a contract worker, and they don't have to provide me anything. And so it's really, YouTube's like the ultimate competition because it's about whether you have the skill and the drive to become viable, right? And whether that viableness is satisfying enough for you versus a waged job. It's a fantastic, and if you think about YouTube, it's one of the best businesses in the entire freaking world right now. They get to hire you with no minimum wage. So you come to YouTube and you work as a contractor for nothing. You work for them for free at the start. Then you get 1,000 subscribers and they start paying you pennies, literal pennies. So you work for them for free. Think of all the free content YouTube gets because it doesn't have to pay its workers anything. And that's honestly how I think the whole market should work. The whole world should be ran that way. You should be proving that you are valuable to a business, and then they should pay you because they don't want you to leave. They go, wow, this guy's actually providing value. Pay him. The reason I think that system is better is because it means anyone can pursue any job without hurting the business. When a minimum wage goes up, a business doesn't want to hire anyone. They go, you know, I think you're going to suck. We're really discriminating here because we think you're going to suck, and we have to pay so much, we can't afford to hire a loser, right? So that's what happens when you raise minimum wage. When minimum wage is real low, you hire everybody, and whoever sticks, they keep their job, they get the raises. You go, well, we could lose Bob over here, but Bill, on the other hand, he's providing real value. We got to keep Bill. So, Bill, please stay with us. Here's a raise. Become a partner, please, Bill. So, you know, having a competition is what a business is. It's fundamentally a competition. 401k is not a trap. Contribute to make sure you work for a company that matches well. Measure, we're getting the official Scarlet Violet trailer tomorrow, supposedly seeing the Evos of the starters. Nice. I can't wait. I'm excited. Aaron Searles. Oh, did we take care of... Michael Osborne needs a sticker pack. Hold on. Hold up. Mr. Stickers. I know. Here, let me put a whole stack of them on the table for myself. Let me put a stack of them up here. That'll remind me. Mister, your voice is soothing. Why, thank you. Please don't suck. Mike wanted his sticker. All right, Mike, you got your sticker. I'm sorry. I'm not used to handing the stickers out. It's not part of my mental routine, so I have to, like, be reminded. Okay, so Michael's done. Aaron Searles is next. Open my Lost Origin box that I won the Battle Booster yesterday for Aaron Searles. Yes! You got it, man! The union's taking my stickers. Oops. A union is strictly an inefficiency in the market. You got a group of people who sit around and they say, we deserve raises, we deserve raises. You can do that for yourself by just applying for a different job and saying, you don't pay me enough, or I'm going over here. Ta-da, you don't need a union. Now, those union jobs don't need to exist and you don't have to pay taxes to the union anymore. Now, if you think that there's not enough competition, so in other words, if you think there's only one dealer of that type of business, duh, that means you're supposed to open a competing business. So get all your besties together and say, we're quitting together and starting a competing business doing the exact same thing, and we know how to do it because we used to do it for you. See, so that's how I feel a better system is ran that way. So instead of hiring a union, why don't you hire your besties and you guys start a competing business and say, we're going to compete with you. The union just kind of keeps you stuck in your job and not capable of becoming CEO. You need to look higher than just paying another man to do your talking for you. You should aim higher. You should say, you know what? Me and my besties are getting together. We're quitting, and we're going to start the exact same business we've been helping you with. And so you're going to lose all of us as workers, and you're going to gain a competitor. Aaron Searles. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh. Kyle's sad. Why you sad, Kyle? Oh, the Charizard. Isn't it cool? I'm showing them off. This is my new card, everybody. Ooh, so spice. Very spice. is a good idea to get 10K from? What? What are you talking about? Is it a good idea to get 10,000? Maybe. Why are unions allowed to hoard labor? Unions are barriers to labor. Well, so here's one of the things I really think that union laborers go way too far on. When a union labor says you're not allowed to work for this employer unless you join our third-party labor union, that is literally them sort of like acting as a mob. Why should you not be allowed to go to work for an employer and be your own negotiator for your pay because you feel confident in your skills to negotiate pay? Why should you be forced to join their little tax union labor union? I think that that's grossly wrong. I think that that's the mafia. That's not a labor union. It's a mafia, literally. All right, Aaron Searles. Here we go. I know exactly what you're talking about. If the only way to get somebody to join your union is to force them to join, then you're not really a union anymore. You're a mafia. Good idea to get 10K from 41K for house down payment. Sure. All right, here we go. Finian. You have ceased to be a labor union, and now you are a mafia. Saying, join our group, or we'll stop you from working. Here's Roserade. Mister, you still got those Dragons Exalted for sale? I'm looking. No. They're all sold out. We sold all of them through the pack breaks and then through the live custom boosters. There were only a few left after the pack breaks stopped. Okay, Poly Swag. Berserker. It's essentially getting paid for nothing. Well, I mean, it's like paying a politician, really. So they do negotiation for you, but I would argue you never really needed someone to negotiate for you. All you needed to do was apply for a similar paying job or a job that pays for more. That's the very best negotiation of all, because you get into a new job, you meet new people, and you get new job skills, and you get to add another company to your resume, and your pay goes up all in one. All in one. So that's the best negotiation of all, because it shows your current employer that you're serious. You're on your way. You know, there's actual consequences. It's actionable. You're out of there. And so they might go, wait a second. We actually do value you. Please stay. We'll pay you more than the place that you're about to go to. So you say, all right, I'll cancel my, I was going to leave, but since you're doing that. You pull your boss into the office and say, I've already got this job lined up. Here's my job acceptance. Raise my pay right now or I'm out of here. And he says, well, you're out of here then. And a lot of them will say that, by the way, because it doesn't benefit them to raise your pay. And once again, this goes back to the real problem. The real problem is we got very few CEOs and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people who just want a job. So it's time for you to think about becoming a CEO yourself, you know? And I think that's kind of a first step, is to accept that that's going to be your role in your mind. People don't wake up and go, I'm going to be CEO. They wake up and they say, I'm going to get a skill, and then I'm going to go to college, and I'm going to go into debt $80,000 for a communications degree, and then I'm going to get a stupid job that doesn't pay the degree off, and then I'm going to be poor my whole life. And then they're going to go, why did the government fix this? It just doesn't work, because the government's not ever going to be your daddy, and your CEO is not going to be your daddy either. So neither of them really care if your life works out or not. They're just there to take from you. That's how the whole world runs. Just like the animals eating each other in the wild. The whole world runs off of surviving and competition. That's the fundamental rule. It always has been. And the only time people are acting as an ally is when it benefits them mutually. I woke up this AM and made an omelet. Ooh, that sounds good. There will always be more Indians than Chiefs. Sneep. Why can't the government be my daddy, though? It just doesn't work because the government doesn't care about you. You're not the government's actual child. So the people who run the government, they prefer their own friends and family over you. And that's a basic tenet of human biology. They'll always prefer themselves, their offspring, and their close personal friends over you. And so they'll take your money and they'll do some stuff to the degree that they hold on to power. But once they've held on to power, they're done helping you. Now they're going to help themselves. And that's really how it works. That's why North Korea is the way that it is. Kim Jong-un could just be more You know, he could be open-minded and allow free market capitalism and allow his people to flourish. He doesn't care about that. You notice how fat he is? He eats like a king. He drinking champagne. He probably has 6 girlfriends. He's probably got fancy cars. But then you got the people of North Korea are dying to escape North Korea and live in a country with a better capitalist system where you can actually be ambitious and grow. You know, because communism says you're not allowed to be ambitious. That's what communism says. Communism says we'll all be the same. Capitalism says you can be ambitious and grow. You could be better than somebody. I'm better. Here's Jinx. So, you know, so Kim Jong-un could change that. He's sitting high on the hog. Why would he? You know, he's acting as an animal. He's acting as nature predictably acts. You feed yourself and your family, and everyone else gets the crumbs because they're not you, and they're not your friends and your family. So that's how the whole world runs. And even in a capitalist society, it runs that way. But at least in a capitalist society, you can go as far as you can go with your ambition and with your skills and intelligence and with your effort, right? In a communist society, your effort does not matter. You can have a much higher effort than the next guy. You could be way smarter than him, but you're not allowed to get above him. It doesn't allow, you're not allowed to, because the level of taxation will protect, you know, the guys on the lower end from ever having somebody rise above them. And I shouldn't use the word protect because it makes it sound like it's a good thing. The truth is, you know, without geniuses in your country establishing all the genius levels of skyscrapers of businesses and services and innovations and inventions and whatever doodads, without those guys, you basically live in a poor country and your country has nothing to trade with the other countries, and then you go broke and you're the country that's going to starve during an economic downturn. Whoop. I love talking about this stuff, by the way. Minister, what should I do when I don't want to be competitive in a system I don't believe in and think it will collapse? Go live in the woods. Another thing about capitalism is that you don't have to be ambitious. You can just have nothing and live on the streets in California. So, and nobody's going to stop you from doing that. The question is, are you really happy with that? But obviously, some people do choose to live that way. Not everybody. Some people are forced to live that way because they can't figure it out. What they need is somebody to educate them and help them. Damage pump. Not the school, because I don't think the school is going to help them that much. Here's Caillou Rim. Ooh. All right, we've got Gligar Spectrier. Aaron Searles, whole box. Drapion, that's the pull. The grid will fail one day and we will all have to live off the grid. Yeah, maybe. Here's Chandelure. Newsom is the best for California. Here's Sableye. Dude, he straight up looks like a Batman villain, doesn't he? That guy's creepy as F. With the slicked back hair. Message on Discord if you want him to respond for sure. Yeah, you can always contact me on Discord and I will be able to see your message. I'm much more likely to see it. Okay, all this for you, Mr. Aaron. They have so many problems. So Chandelier, Drapion, Kyurem, Aerodactyl, Radiant Steelix. Actually looking well-centered. Wow. It's a bit off-center. Golden Zoroark, actually looking decent. This looks decently centered, man. You might have a 10 there. Lady. Wow, great box, man. All right. Reaching over. Aaron Searles. I feel bad for California. Shoop. Newsom is the GOAT. Who's that lady? What? Is that a song? Sounds like it's a song. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Aaron. Hello, One Thug. I like She-Hulk in the new Ariel movie. Price on PSA 10 card Charizard. This cost me $10,000, everybody. For $5, I'll write your name on the back. How about that? He's got to earn dividends for me now. He has to earn me some social media dividends. Here's Gregory Pablo. W Pugs, you got it. Gregory Pablo, W Pugs. Sorry about my order last night. I didn't realize the price changed on Fusion. You did well, man. You got 4 packs and it was all right. Excuse me. Newsom spends more money than shoppers at Target. The Radiant Sneasler has another card under it. Mister, you put 2 cards in one sleeve. Yep, that's the way I do it sometimes. If the other card doesn't have any value, I'll double sleeve it. Newsom likes to promote happiness. You found a first edition Holo Dark Charizard. I saw a PSA 10 Holo Dark Charizard go for 5,100 in auction just the other day. That's big news. That means that the price has moved up on that card again. So we had a real bad slump on Pokemon card prices for a while, and that is a sign that that is over. The prices have jumped back up. Whoa! Boobies! Crazy. That's remarkable because, you know, Logan Paul hasn't been in the news about Pokemon for a while. And not just that, but we're in a recession and the price still went up. Very keen to hear why you believe certain high-value cards will be worth more in the future. You invest thousands, but on what basis? A feeling, hope, evidence? Yeah, I mean, well, there is evidence already. I have many cards that have experienced appreciation over time. Actually, I showed one of them. So this card, you can't even find this card if you can, but it was originally $1,350, and his most recent sale was $3,300. Now, I might actually be driving some of that market, but you know, it's evidence that I wanted. And my concept of the value of the card is that it actually drives social media dividends. So it doesn't pay me literal dividends, but kind of it does. Because if I make a video on these cards, that video actually pays ad revenue. So Pokemon cards are like a miniature museum you can own. And over time, your little museum is capable of increasing your ad revenue significantly. So you have a little ad revenue income from the cards that you're holding. All right. Gregory Pablo. Oh, Mr. Gregory. Gregory with a G. You're a Pokemon market maker. Well, only to the degree that people actually want to pay attention to Pokemon. So I'm not the market maker. Pokemon's the market maker, right? Like I could be collecting Yu-Gi-Oh! I could be collecting Dragon Ball. I could be collecting Magic. Why do we see Pokemon, though? Why was the clip with Gary King Pokemon on the Pawn Shops television show? What's it called? Pawn Stars, remember that? So that went viral. Why did that go viral? Because it turns out we all kind of have that nostalgic memory of Charizard first edition base set. Okay, so that's why that video went, the algorithm picked up on it and it went viral. So it wasn't Pawn Stars. It wasn't Gary King Pokemon. It was actually Charizard. We all have fond memories of it. So being able to measure that as if it was not an abstract idea, but a measurable unit allows you to understand what directions collectibles are moving in the future. So a lot of people apparently are connected to that Charizard card and they go, man, I want that. I want that. And if the price was only low enough, it would sell like that. It would sell instantly because the demand is there. Pokemon 20 years ago had the biggest effect on children, so 20 years later, it's the best collectibles, just like that. All right. He didn't answer anyways. Mister, why this going on last time? It took one day to get an update on USPS. Yeah, sometimes USPS is a bit slow on the updates. All right. But yeah, so, you know, if I were to drop the price of this down low enough, you'd gobble it up. You guys would buy it so damn fast. Jeff Leon, 2 slimes. Slimes, huh? Where are my slimes? Oh, here they are. Have you seen Lorcana Disney TCG? I have not. I've heard about it. I'm not super excited about it, but I suppose I should add it to my channel. That would be the correct financial move, probably, because I know Disney's been popular. I don't get excited about Disney anymore. I think Disney's a political party. Here we are. Mashoku, I have a box. Pawn Stars is kicking themselves for not taking all the Charizards for 50K. You see the Magic the Gathering 30th anniversary collection is going to be sold for $9.99 for 4 packs. You think people would be mad if Pokemon did this? I don't know. No clue, man. Magic is another company I'm not interested in that much. All right, you ready? Magic made me lose interest in them. Let's see what we got. What? Oh, very nice, man. A beautiful full art. That's the 1-pack Snipe Boreas family's daughter, Eris. There we go. Gift from the goddess Hestia. How do I get a box? What's up, Dylan? What kind of box? You mean like your own box for your own cards on the table? When you order enough cards, you eventually get your own box. Okay. What will last longer, Magic or Pokemon? Pokemon, easily Pokemon. Pokemon all day, every day. And the reason for that is really obvious. Is because they're putting out content. They're putting out video games. They're printing the most popular card sets ever right now. Magic the Gathering, they need to up their game and be a better competitor. Now, Magic is going to be okay. Magic is going to keep selling their product for a long, long time. But they're losing market share, in my opinion, to other sets like Weiss, for example. Weiss is based around media. That's what the Weiss set is. So the Weiss sets, here's these really popular contents. Now we're going to make cards out of that content. And this is selling like fire, guys. It's kind of funny because Magic is very established. It's been around for a long time. This is fairly new, and it is just selling like fire. And it's because it's based around media. It's not based around, you know, just some made-up characters from 30 years ago. Okay, Jeff Leon. Including Black Lotus. Yeah, it sounds like Magic the Gathering is cashing in a little bit. Weiss won't last, in my opinion. I don't know. Weiss got Adventure Time. Weiss got Star Wars. Weiss got Disney. They're a licensing company, and I think all the profits they made in the last couple of years, if they carefully invest that, they in fact could be a very strong card company over time. Their printing quality is high, and the concept of the signature card has not caught on with some of the leaders in the card industry. So they have a monopoly on these voice actor signature cards right now, and for the most part, and I think they're doing very well. But any company can fail, including Pokemon, if they make all the wrong steps over and over again. All right, so now we've got Pirates Enjoyer, 2 battle boosties. You got it, man. Here's the list for Gym Heroes. Pirates Enjoyer. 2 spots. And we've got a bag for you over here. Boy, I sure feel smarter in the daytime. My brain feels like it runs at 100 miles an hour. Nighttime, my brain's so slow. You guys get the stupid version of me at night. You sound broke, boy. Hey there, Anthony. What? Pokemon is overprinting their collectible cards. Yes, but also people are buying it. And I agree it's overprinted, though, and it's driving me nuts a little bit. Okay, now we got Thomas Walters, 100 on my SLAB-AWAY. Thomas Walters. Let me turn this music down. This is too high. There we go. All right. Okay. I like doing the nerd voice. That's my favorite one. Thomas Walters. Here he is. Thomas Walters. Okay, this goes down to 1, 2, 7. And now it's been updated, and you are no longer late. How nice is that? Nice, man. Now we have Dylan Cranfield. 1 Pokebra. Mr. Dylan. Now, Thomas Walters, I suppose, should also get a sticker, huh? Here we are. Magic is the Nokia in TCG. We all know what happened to Nokia. There we go. Mister, if I die because of a serial killer, give Pokekeys to Mike. All right, I'll do it, Alex. All right, very nice. So, 1 Pokebra, 4 Lost Origin, 1 Primal Clash spot for Dylan Cranfield. What's up, Dylan? All right, Dylan. Oh, very interesting. You got 2 XY promos, Keldeo and Darkrai. Oh, don't want to drop those. 4 Lost Origins. I overpaid $5. Can I get 1 extra Lost Origin? Yeah, certainly. Oh, that's these. 1 Primal Clash. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, you did overpay by 5. Okay, let's see what you got. All right, very nice. He's only killed men so far in Late at Night. You should be safe, Alex, because you're awake at night. Gudra! Look at that, Gudra. Bobplume, Snorlax. You are correct on Disney, mister. I was there 20 years and was forced to liberalize. Here's Dugong. And Polly Swag. All right, lovely. Lovely. Dylan Cranfield, let's find your bag. Ah, look, it's Mr. Dylan. Celine gave me 2 Jigglypuff slabs before I left Germany. Very cool. Thanks, mister. No problem. Literally spam bump. Yeah, that works. In Discord, if you message me and you don't seem to be getting an answer, just bump your message. Marco Zuniga. He says, 1 Nintendo pack. Mr. Marco. One Japanese 25th anniversary. Inky. Give me a moment. One Showdown. Okay, give me a moment. Oh. So, let's see what you got. You got Punch Out. Dude, that guy's ugly, man. I like this sun, but I bet it's making it harder to see. Here's Double Dragon. There we go. Super Mario. Wahoo! And Legend of Zelda. Yay! How's it going, mister? I'm master setting my English Pokemon Go right now. Oh, very cool, man. Ha ha ha. Oh, I don't got beef, but he must does with me. Armando, I don't even remember who you are, so I got no clue what you're talking about, man. Armando, so Armando, I deal with like a couple thousand orders like in like a few days. I don't remember everything. Armando, I don't even remember you. Snape. If you're trying to reach out to me on Discord, you should continuously try to reach out. All right, what we got? It's most likely what's going on. You know, out of the 30 messages I receive on Discord in one day, maybe I read yours while I was falling asleep, and so it got read, but I forgot to respond. That happens every now and then, because the truth is I try to answer emails while I'm in bed, and so sometimes I fall asleep and I have no memory of what I looked at before I fell asleep. All right, here we go. What do we got? Usually you have to have been around for a while and purchased a ton of cards, and then I start to remember your name just because I've said it out loud so many times. You took everything from me. Hey, Armando, please no problems here. Sub Scott. Armando's not causing any problems. He just needs some help. All right, Marco. Mr. Marco. Here we are. Mr. Marco. I don't have beef with anyone right now, by the way, not a single person. I have no beefs with anybody. There's nobody I'm fighting with. There's nobody I feel ill toward. Not a single person, because I don't operate like that. It would be a waste of my time to feel bad about anyone. So I don't waste time on that. Nobody's driving me crazy. Nobody's upset me even. I view what I do every day like a game, and I'm playing the game. And everything's a blur to me, really. Most things are just a blur. Hardly remember what happened the last day. It's impossible to do this any other way, you know what I mean? All right. Whew, let's see what's next. Derek Etheridge. Japanese Deoxys Espeon. If somebody bought it already, I'll take store credit. Well, Mr. Derek, yeah, somebody did buy it, but there's a slight possibility I have another one. You know what? I did. There you go. Perfect. God damn it. I can't get this box back. There we go. Mister, have you called my name? I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't have beef with the single person. It's, you know, I have so much business going on. I don't have time to be mad at one person for anything. And I hardly remember anything that happened the last day. So it's like, let's say you and I had some kind of thing going on, and that thing costs like $100. But it's like, dude, I've got thousands of cards to move each day. And so I'm not thinking too hard about any one person. Derek. Etheridge. There we go. Like this one card just sold for $159. Did you want to ship this? Is that what's going on? That must be what's going on. So Derek wanted to ship this right away. Give me a moment, Derek. I'll log in. So this one transaction was like $160. Okay, I'm doing another security test with PayPal. Why does it make me do so many of these? God damn, dude. Beautiful card. Oh, yeah, it's really nice. All right, just give me a moment, guys. I'm logging in. I got to find Derek's address. Derek, we're besties. We have the same name. My name's Derek. Obviously, people who have the name Derek have a much better time in life because it's the best name. Okay, there we go. Okay. Got your email. And we're going to reduce the weight on this because this will not be very heavy to ship. And print. Woo! I'm going to write only this down for John. Only this. So that he knows this is the only thing he has to ship. Oh no, not this again. Okay, you're good to go, man. They've been stealing electric toothbrushes at work. Oh, my God. Who's next? We got Regelia Torres. Hello, mister. I have a bag. Can I get 2 Attack on Titan Finals and 2 Astrals? 2 Astrals. Mm-hmm. The 9 was for shipping first time. Sorry, I forgot to say that. No problem, man. 2 Attack on Titans. You picked a really nice card out. Did anyone kill Grandma? What? What are we talking about? Boy, I had such a good dinner yesterday. Holy Jesus. Mr. Move to Florida. That way you can be known as Mr. Florida Man. Ah, man. But, you know, what if the cards all got ruined in a hurricane? That'd be sad. So, as I was saying, I had a delicious dinner yesterday. We have this very cheap cut of beef. It was like an $8 steak, and it was huge. And we cooked that up just like you would cook a delicious, expensive piece of beef. And it tasted fine. I had filet mignon. Filet mignon. I had filet mignon and lobster the other day at a place called Tucker Shuckers, right? This is off Main Street out here. A place called, what is the area called, actually? It's called the Bagnell Strip. And it's right next to the Bagnell Dams, right? So that's where all the fancy restaurants are out here. So I went to this fancy steak restaurant, and I got lobster, and I got filet mignon. It cost like $100. It was so expensive, okay? It was like crazy expensive. So I come home, and I buy up a cheap piece of beef for $8, and I just season it well, and I cook it well, because I've got a lot of experience cooking steaks, because we cooked it a lot at home as kids, right? That was a common meal, was a steak and salad. Steak, salad, and potato. That was a common meal for us as kids. I cook it up. It tastes fantastic. It's a little chewier than filet mignon. Filet mignon was so soft, it was like eating Play-Doh, which I'm not even sure if I liked it that way. You know, like, okay, to chews like Play-Doh. You just chew through it like it's clay, like it's nothing. You know, it was like a mashed potato itself because it was so soft. it tasted just like any beef. So anyways, I cut up this $8 giant steak. It tasted just as good. There was like no difference. And then I had this 100 for what? Oh, it was a lobster and filet mignon together. So that was like $100. It was really expensive. So anyways, $8 steak. We had a side dish of green bean casserole and beans that were cooked in the steak drippings. The whole meal fed 2 people for like 14 bucks. And there was leftovers, which we just finished off today. And I'm just thinking to myself, it's like, who's spending $100 on this crap? That could have been a Charizard. You could have bought another Pokemon with that. So that was really on my mind the other day, how expensive it is to eat out versus just cooking a cheap steak at home. Just get a cheap cut of steak. Don't even bother with the expensive cut, guys. You don't need it. It's all basically the same. The difference between the cheap cut and the expensive cut is so marginal. Just season it and cook it correctly, and don't overvalue the expensive slice, because it all tastes like beef and it all cooks like beef. There's just a different slight chew to it. By the way, the trick I use with the cheap cut of beef is I kind of cut a lot of the fat off. And so we get a nice square cut of the meat without too much of like sinew and stuff like that. I try to cut anything weird off of it, so you just get the protein, right? And people are, oh, it should be filled with fat. No, I don't really like that. It's never really increased the flavor for me. I don't really eat the fat too much. But yeah, so I thought it was really good. I used to eat out a lot, but it's unhealthy and expensive, so I started cooking. Mister, you can't cook a steak. I'm really good at cooking steak. What are you talking about? My steak's immaculate. We've got Jose Arredondo. He wants $69.50 for a slab-away. You got it, Jose Arredondo. Give me a moment. So you're down here at 165, huh? 165 minus 69 is 96 remaining. Okay, $96 remain. He wants 2 Pokemon Go Japanese. Inky. But can you cook crack? 2 Lost Origins. 1 Evolving Skies. All right, here we are. This is for Jose Arredondo. Let's see if he hit a crazy snipe. Mistress, next advice, stop eating out. Make all your drugs at home. Well, my advice to people who collect Pokemon cards has always been try to eat a nice cheap meal. And if you can get really good at that, you actually can afford more cards over time than people who wasted all their money going to fancy steak dinners. And see, I was just shocked. A little $8 steak. It was just as good as the filet mignon. I might have liked it better because it actually has a little bit of a chew to it. And I didn't like the filet mignon being like, it was like mushy, dude. Again, it was like biting into Play-Doh. I wasn't even sure if I was eating meat. I was like, what is this weird stuff? Because I don't eat filet mignon very often. Yeah, I don't know. But I did like the lobster, though, unfortunately. The lobster, I'm just going to have to... But, you know, if you go to the grocery store, you can find cheap lobsters at the grocery store. So I just need to buy some lobster and have a special meal at home for $20 to $30 rather than $100 at the restaurant. It's crazy. It's so obvious that they mark their food up by unbelievable amounts because you're willing to pay for that. Try my new vape. What are you talking about? Mr. Have been to Ruth Chris Steakhouse. No. I want American favorite hoarder to cook for me. I like my steak that you can bite into it and it melts in your mouth. Here we are, Moltres. My work feeds us every day, and we estimate it's like adding $2 an hour to our pay just from how expensive things are now. That's cool, man. That's cool. You should try A5 Wagyu. It is a whole different story. I'm a pasta kind of guy. Mister, would you eat a Kingler? I would so eat a Kingler. So yeah, we had this giant meal, steak, casserole, beans. It lasted 2 meals for us. The whole thing was like $14. Unbelievable. We knew all this, of course, because that's how we survived college. We survived on almost no money when we were in college. We had to. So we already knew all the tricks. And we were comparing that to going out to eat. And we looked at each other like, this tastes better. And we can turn on our television. It's a better experience, too. That's the funniest part. Better experience. You get to go home and enjoy your television and enjoy your drinks that don't cost $100 because you're not at a restaurant. And it was only like $14, the whole thing. It just requires a little knowledge around cooking. And so it's got to be, I mean, unless you're like a celebrity, you got to know how to cook, guys. Buy the cheapest cut of steak. That's what I'm telling you guys. So a lot of you guys probably feel pressure to get like the New York strip steak or whatever. Maybe you go to the store and buy filet mignon. Go to the store, and I'm giving you guys a challenge. Go to the store and buy all of the worst cuts of steak. And then cook them well, dude. Like, actually use some skill to cook them. You know, low heat, little bit of butter. Get them to a point where they're cooked enough that you're comfortable with that. Then really high heat and get them crispy on the outside, unless you're grilling them. Because you can use a thing for grilling them, but, you know, if you're going to pan sear them or pan fry them. But yeah, and all the seasonings, you know, all the delicious seasonings. So try that out with all the cheapest cuts of meat, and then take a bite of each one and see how different they are. The funny thing is, they are different, but it's so marginal. But the price is not marginally different. It's like this giant gap in the price. So you $8 steak versus $30 steak. The $8 steak's basically the same thing. It's just so slightly different. Jonathan Morris, 5 Pokebras. Whoa! You got it, man. Jonathan Morris. We've got, ooh, I like this. So this is Ultra Prism Arceus. Looking clean, dude. Whoa, my God. If that grades 10, that alone makes all your money back. Some kind of card from 2013, first edition. I don't got any clue. Some XY promo of Celebi looking well-centered on the front. Wow. Here is Mr. Mime and Dark Slowbro. Oh, muck. So that's not very good. Some packs are better than others. Wheezing. That's not very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whoa! So you got Crobat, Centiskorch, Houndoom, Metagross, Zacian. Ooh, you got some evolutions. Poliwag, Clefairy, Professor Oak, Maintenance, Zacian, Rocket Admin, and 1 Vintage Common and Common. It's a weird thing, isn't it? These Pokebras are very strange. You never really know what you're going to get. It's definitely a grab bag. And so, because that's how I put them together, it's like really super random. But this is what you got. Wow, this Prism Star looking really clean, though. If you get a 10 on that, I'm going to be jealous. So you got all these. I like these lovely rares back here. And don't discount these either, because if those grade well, you never know. They might be a surprisingly expensive card. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm asking this. I'm going through Livestream from Livestream. I have a crush on Mewtwo. $1 Slab-AWAY. New bag. The Minccino Japanese is a cool one, in my opinion. Yeah, the Minccino first edition from 2013. You never know about those old Japanese cards. Sometimes they go for a lot. Mr. sounds surprised even though he made them. I make them at a pretty blinding speed because I don't have time. I don't have the luxury of time to make the Pokebrush slow. So I just start tossing things into a bag. In the future, they'll be made more strategically. But currently, I have such a glut of cards that are lying around that I just kind of make them very rapidly. Very, very rapidly. Here we are. But eventually, I'll run out of that glut, and then the cards, the Pokebrush will be made more strategically. Oh, yeah, we got you the sticker. I was going to say. There we go. Very nice. Thank you, Jonathan. 24 people in the queue. It's a long queue, everyone. Andrea Navarro says, bulk grade on the Machamp Hollow from Dark Phantasma and 1 Lost Abyss. Here we go, Mr. Andrea. There we go. We've got Jinx and Wurmple. Wow. Okay, Andrea. He says, no more orders? Well, we've only been live for 80 minutes, so you still got a little bit of time. If you're here for the free one, we're going to run it again tonight, too, okay? So all you got to do is show up for tonight. You don't have to be in this stream for the free one. You could be in the next one. Grade the Machamp Hollow, huh? From Dark Phantasma? I'm not sure what you mean. Are you talking about this right here? He might be talking about that Machamp Hollow. He said from Lost Abyss. That must be what he's talking about. Okay. You got it, man. All right. There we go. Thank you, Andrea. No far row. 10-5. All right. Excellent. Pacalomat, 15 Dawn of Legends, 2 live customs. What's up, Pacalomat? I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better. Oh, Picalo, those live customs, man. So, but you need some of those new Dragon Balls. Now, here's the deal, Picalo. They're in a fresh case. I have to go get the case. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. It'll take me a minute. I got to dig it out. All right, I'm back. Told you it'd take a while. Slicing this open. We got Dragon Balls. Dragging these balls. All right. And, oops. Whew. One. I feel bad for the people trying to snipe PSA 10 Japanese EX from XY with me around on eBay. All right, guys, I know what I'm buying next. I'm going to take my huge wallet and I'm going to snipe all of that so that he doesn't get a single one from now on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Do you think there are more people in Missouri or rats in New York City? Good question. Let me know, buddy. I'll gift you what you want. I must not have been in the stream. Do you want a grade with Mister? All right. Sleep. Let's see. Sleep. If only he knew. Sleep. That's okay. I'm not going after those anyways. Did you say Japanese XY era cards? Sleep. He said EX to XY. Sleep. Not really what I'm targeting. What's up, Caitlin? That is not the group that I'm targeting. I think those sets are really, really cool. I think there's still a lot of time that needs to passes. Did I say passes? There's still a lot of time that needs to pass on them. So I'll be interested in them one day. All right, you ready? Here we go. We got West Galaxy Warrior and Dark King Mechakubura. Okay. Now, if I were you, I would probably be more interested in opening XY era cards because I think there's a lot of it to open and that the price of the XY era boosters are still affordable. That will eventually change. When the XY era boosters are no longer affordable, that's when it's time to start looking at these slabs on the market. There you go. You got a God Pack. Hey, guys, this is a God Pack for Pikachu Matt. Dragon Ball Z does God Packs. Let's see what we got. The Japanese XY boosters are over 1K. I've seen that. I think that that's pretty darn expensive for them, by the way. And I don't think it even makes sense because XY era was not that long ago. So I don't really consider them to be rare. I just consider them to be kind of overpriced. And I don't think that the Japanese market for XY will be as popular as the market for the English cards because the English cards are harder to grade anyways. Ooh. So here we go. What do we got? What do we got? I'm very wary of modern Japanese cards. Son Gohan. Gogeta. And that was it. Not even a special rare? Man, these God Packs. I don't know about these God Packs. The Dragon Ball Z God Packs are not as good as Pokemon God Packs. Here we are. All right. Yeah, I think you're going to find in general the U.S. market is much larger than the Japanese market for some reason. Maybe it's because we're wealthier in the U.S. I'm not sure. Maybe we've got more people. I'm not sure. But you're going to find that the XY Japanese slabs are going to be in competition with the United States English slabs, and that there's still plenty of U.S. Product to open when it comes to the XY era, which means it's still a good time to be opening XY era cards, but it's not a good time to be taking all the slabs off the market unless it's a really special slab. Like, there's some exceptions, obviously. Here's Ice Shenron. What I've found in general with the XY slabs is that their rarity has already been priced into them correctly. So that's what I found with the XY era slabs. Their rarity has been priced into them correctly. With Japanese, they're more quality over quantity. Well, no, you don't really need to worry about that because PSA already figures that out. So with PSA, you will get the quality English slabs out. So even if there's a high quantity of XY era booster boxes, PSA will refine it down to the quality printed cards. So there's still plenty of XY era English cards to open. So that's the main problem for Japanese era XY product is that even though it appears to be getting rarer, it's not quite rare until both the English and the Japanese are rare together. All right, Piccolo. And again, that comes probably from my belief that the Japanese market is not being driven by Japan as much as it's being driven by Americans who are buying Japanese product right now. Gogeta. How's the line? The line's kind of long. Okay, just letting you guys know, today the line is long. People want this free pack of stickers. All right, Pikachu Matt, you've gone crazy deep, dude. You got a lot of cards. Here we go. Did we get all your order? We sure did. That's good for me. That means less competitions for my favorite sets and EX cards. Well, so if you're talking about EX cards span a much longer period of time. So EX cards include the time span between like even Ruby Sapphire era. Now, I've spoken on Ruby Sapphire era. I think Ruby Sapphire era is desirable because it was a low print run. However, that doesn't make any card infinitely desirable. So you still have to consider its aesthetic beauty, like how does it rank in terms of desirability from a visual perception, but also just the fact that just because everyone's acknowledging that it's good means that it could now be overpriced. So the Ruby era could right now be overpriced, or it could be still underpriced, but that is a difficult question. Here we are. I think he means XY. Well, EX era doesn't just include XY. It includes a larger range of time periods. Mister, have I been called yet? No, sir. Thomas Hogg, 2 WS Hololives. Okay, 2 Hololives. Give me a moment. He says, I want the freebie. You got it, man. I pooped myself when I saw that, told them to clip it. Mr. I have the same Alakazam card, but in a Mint 9 that I got for $50 in auction. All right, there we go. Shoop. I think that people forget to search for CGC as an acronym, so the eBay keywords aren't smart enough to include CGC cards yet. But really what eBay should be doing, or any company really, any auction house, when you search PSA, it should actually cross-reference CGC, BGS, SGC right now. That's the way it should work. Or it should have the option to cross-reference. So Thomas Hogg, having to individual search each acronym is really not that good, because what happens is opportunities, you miss out on opportunities to get a well-priced, 10 on something. Or 9.5. So that is currently happening in the hobby. All right, now we've got Edson Segura, the $18 Slap-AWay. What? Edson, I don't know what your order is. $18. Oh, you want to buy an $18 card that I just listed for sale. You're talking about the Anchor Dude. It's not a Slab-AWay. You're confusing me when you say that. It's not a Slab-AWay. You're just ordering a slab. So you're just buying Delmise. You could have said $18 Delmise. All right, no problem, man. Mr. Edson Segura. There we are. We have Daniel Clark, 100 to my Slab-AWay Darkrai PSA 10. Mr. Daniel Clark. Thank you, Daniel. $100 to it. That makes it 540.5. And then he says, donate my bag to the next person in the line. Daniel Clark. He must have a small bag. Let's go find it. Garcia. Daniel Clark making a donation. Daniel Yatko. Do you have Hidden Fates Shiny Zard? I do. In fact, I have my Charizard. This one? Must be this one. I have my Charizard, and he has been sent off to CGC to see if he can cross-grade into a pristine or better. Mister, do I have... I do have $2 left. Oh, well, if we give you back those $2... Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay, yeah. Wow, this is an awful lot of good stuff. And so what I'd like to do, I'd like to go ahead and split this up between the next round of orders instead of just one person. Dude, are you sure, Daniel? This is a rare card here, Daniel. Daniel, you ought to keep this Manectric. Were you aware you had this? This is Daniel Clark. Is Daniel Clark here? You should not donate that Manectric. He is way too valuable. It also means you've also got this. Are you sure? I can slip these into your slab. You're giving away the farm, man. And then these are nice. You got some poker cards here. They're just nice. Keep that, bro. Yeah, especially the Manectric. You're like giving away the value of another slab. Excuse me. Who's this? This is Daniel Clark. And it says he took a long break from ordering because he ordered back in 5, then 9. I'm guessing he forgot he had this. I would not. He said, put it in my bag. I would not give this away. I'm going to slip that into his slab real fast. You know, Daniel, for 15 bucks, we can grade that Manectric for you. Daniel, we can grade this Manectric for you, and then you'd have 2 slabs, right? So this is your Darkrai that you're paying down. And if you toss me 15 bucks, I'll get that Manectric graded. That's what you ought to do. So it's a rare card from Black and White. I've got 3 more slabs with you. It says Daniel Salvaticus. All right, so here we go, Daniel. I've placed him in there because I don't want to see you lose him. He's such a rare pull. And then we'll divvy this up between the next 2 guys, okay? One guy will get the poker round. The next guy will get this round here. That's me, says Daniel. Daniel, did you, so have you considered grading it? You should let us grade it. I'd be happy to grade it. It's such a nice card. I'd love to grade it. Okay, let's see what's next. Actually, well, you know what you could do? Daniel Clark, you trade me these. You have me pay for the grading with these, and then I'll take your card and I'll send it off to grading and accept this as payment. Voila. Problem solved. What do you think? Because I can turn these into money using my, you know, Pokebuzz and everything. So I can convert this into money, and I'll send your 2 cards off to grade. What do you think? That's a smarter move for you anyways. I mean, you spent a lot of money to obtain this. I know you did. Because I know what this came out of. This came out of those expensive pack breaks. There we go. Any Champs Path Zard. There we go. Put that back in that sleeve. Besides, we got to have some grading for Mr. John to work on anyways. Make sure we keep John busy, right? So you got a lovely Vaporeon. And this Manectric, I think it's Dragon's Exalted Manectric. I think that's what this is. I'll take it. I mostly buy slabs, and I didn't know what I had in my bag. Oh, I see. Okay, good. So what we'll do, we'll get your name on this. Now, I think I saw a little bump on the Vaporeon, so I'm not sure what grade. Daniel Clark, right? I'm not sure what I'm expecting here on the grade, but if that bump was accurate, then that will hurt it. But it's still a really nice-looking card. There we go. And then more importantly, this Manectric, I think this is Dragon's Exalted Manectric. That or like Phantom's Forces or Flash Fire, one or the other. I don't remember which one. Can't skip out on that, man. I couldn't let you. How much is that card ass Zard? I purchased him for $10,000. All right, this will give John some work. And then we will just take this, and this will be turned into Pokebuzz, which should pay for that. You guys can do the same thing, by the way. If you've got cards in your bag that you want to donate and convert into something else, like more Pokebuzz or into live customs or into grades, you can always tempt me with that, okay? Rip and Flip says, excuse me? Looks like Phantom Forces. Yeah, it might be Phantom Forces. Are you saying excuse me because of how pricey he was? He's beautiful, right? So we're showing him off today. Okay. So now we've got Gregory Pablo. One more W Pugs. Oh, Mr. Gregory. Here it is. Can I buy that Primate Poker card Daniel just traded you? I will probably dilute him back into the poker box because I always need more poker cards. All right, what we got? So if you were to try and pull a poker card, you might get a Primate, and then you could try to trade with somebody else. But he needs to go back in. I mean, maybe. What did you want to pay for him? Not against it, I guess. I just I don't like to deal with really small orders. It's much faster for me to just toss them back in the box. Gregory Pablo. Oh, Gregory. Oh, my. I didn't know you were doing free ones, so I'm adding to that. Oh! Here you are, one free ones. Liam Burrows, 3 Lost Origin. I have a bag. Do you still have the perfect CGT Rayquaza for sale? The perfect Rayquaza? Somebody might have grabbed him. We have a perfect Rayquaza. I can't honestly remember. Oh, he's still available. $250 Rayquaza EX. Perfect. Look at that. Does the Zard have print lines? If so, how does that work on Cardos? I didn't say he had print lines. Why are you asking if he has print lines? I didn't see any print lines. If he did, I'd be concerned. How do print lines work? PSA gives print lines a bad grade. That's how it works. All right, here we go, Mr. Liam Burrows. There we go. Mister, do you have your graded card investments in an online portfolio where it tracks loss and gains? No, I don't bother with that. What a waste of time. If you're going to hold card for 20 years, it doesn't really matter, man. You get back to work and actually earn money. Oh, Pikachu VMAX. If I order shipping, how do we get tracking? I haven't received one yet. So if you order shipping, tracking goes to your PayPal email. If you haven't received it, give it more time, okay? Liam Burrows. It's possible that I request that there's tracking and they fail to update it. That happens. If a serious amount of time goes by, like let's say a week and a half, then you can reach out and be like, you know, it's been a week and a half. I don't have my shipping. If you ordered shipping on Friday, keep in mind, shipping doesn't go out till Monday morning. So don't bother. If it's Friday, I mean, you can get the shipping ordered just to get it ordered, but it's not going to go out till Monday. Here we are. Because I don't work on Saturday other than a stream, and neither does John. So we don't do shipping on Friday. So you can order shipping like Thursday night, and then you'll get your item shipped out Friday morning. But by the time the Friday daytime stream rolls around, you've missed the boat. Because John's not shipping anymore for that day. My email wasn't confirmed, but it is now. Is there a way to get the tracking now? It should have just gone to that email. Check your spam, okay? All right, Liam Burrows is done. Cesar Rodriguez. I have a bag. Donate harvest from polls. 1 Lost Origin, 1 Arcana. 1 Lost Origins, 1 Arcana. You got it, man. That's what Almonds was beefing about. They ordered Friday and was yelling that he didn't get it yet. Oh, Armando, yes. I see. Yeah, it doesn't go out until Monday, guys. Yeah, if you ordered shipping during the Friday daytime stream, shipping's already done for Friday. And we don't work on Saturday and Sunday. We get off days like you guys. So it doesn't get shipped till Monday. That's how it works. All right, 1 Arcana. That's very normal, by the way. A lot of places say you cannot count shipping days except for work days, right? So if you look at USPS, they make the same claim. USPS says weekends don't count, and that's because like they won't work on Sunday at all. And then on Saturday, I think they do work. But yeah, I mean, they don't even deliver on Sundays. And I think they're federal workers, so some of them just don't work weekends at all. That's the way it is, I'm afraid, guys. Whoop. All right, let's see what you got, Caesar. Hey, mister, what's your eBay? It's the same name, Cardconomist. I remember working part-time. How many hours do you work? 40? Only 40? I remember having a part-time job. Oh, what's this? Hyper rare Magnezone. All these liberals. Here's Magnezone and Radiant Hisuian Sneasler. I don't have time to play video games. I'm important now. I don't have time to play video games like you kids. Cesar Rodriguez. I remember having a part-time job. Let's find your bag. Oh, you said donate the hollows, but look, you got Mewtwo, man. Christian, Shoe, Cheese, Christian. I work 108 hours a week. Somebody should do that. Somebody should work every single hour of a full week. Like every single hour of a full week. No sleep. No, that's not even possible. You'd definitely pass out and die. No way that's possible. Where is Cesar Rodriguez? These liberals. like my favorite thing to say right now. Where are the free ones? Ah, here we are. I worked 60 hours before. I'm working 80 hours a week. How much are you working? 40? I remember working part-time. All these liberals think college is better than Donald Trump. James Nogar, 2 Arcanas. Let's see, Arcanas. Where is it? Oh, right, we need a new box of Arcana. Where do we put the Arcanas? They're down here. Most I done is 70. 7 days a week, no lunch, no break. I have to work harder for my friends. Mister, which slap do you recommend for long term? Honestly, you need to think a lot about buying a slab that is really, really attractive to you or really, really nostalgic. Because when you have a slab and you don't like the way it looks, you end up selling it. And the reason that doesn't always work out is because that 13% eBay fee and shipping take a cut of your profits every time you got to sell. So it's better to buy and hold than it is to buy and sell. If you can pick a card out, it's going up in price, you're nostalgic for it, and it looks very good, that's the best hold. Then you just sit on it like an egg, and you're going to hatch it in 20 years. 20 years is a real long time, so you better get very comfortable. All right, James Nogar. 2 hollows. I'm sitting on a lot of slabs myself right now. There we go. Mr. James. Let's see. All these liberals. All you need is to drink Mountain Dew, drive a Ford F-150, pack a fat hog, and go to mining school. Here's Sun Fan, Top Series 1. You can keep the hollow and Rev Hollow from my bag. All right, thank you, Mr. Sunfan. I'll go clean that out. Nice, that does make some room in your bag. All these liberals. House party at Russ? How much for the Zard? He cost me $10,000. I'll probably show up in one of those top 5 videos. Top 5 cards sold this week. So let's see. A Top Series 1 pack. You ready? No price equals free? That's right. When you don't see the price, it's a free one. By the way, that Rayquaza on the left is a perfect Rayquaza from the XY era. Really beautiful card. One of the best Rayquaza artworks from that period. He looks so vicious here. He's quite the card. We got a 9 Raichu for 20 bucks. A $200 Magnemite, pristine 10. How much to grade all the cards in my bag? Probably some stupid amount. It's $15 a card. Here's Ninetales. Lugia 9. All right, lovely. Oh, really pulling that apart there. Okay, so remove that real gently, as I like to. Oh, we got a little Venusaur going on. That's cool. So these are a little sticky. That means the cards in the front and the cards in the back have less sticky on them because they weren't touching anything on that surface. So a little Geodude, Machoke. Fearow. Looks like you're going to have a Fearow Hollow, man. Looking like you got Fearow Hollow. He's real sticky. Mister kept his pack in his pocket all day. All right, wow. These are some mighty sticky Topps cards, man. All right. Not a fan of that. Whew. Here's Geodude and Weedle. Your War Turtle looks nice. You got a Venusaur and Pikachu. Yeah, that's kind of sticky. It's really sticky. Mr. takes the good ones for himself. Wah. TCC, you have to stop making them sticky. Here we are. I got to have things to grade, man. I got to have some things to grade. Big Topps card collector here. I like the Topps cards. And I saw those rare red label cards. I could have sold them to you. Okay, it is possible. But I would have had to charge you so much that it would have been worth my time to sell to you rather than to process them. So the price on them might have been so high that you would have been like, that's too high. And then there would have been people making content going, he just charges too much. Here's Venusaur. But yes, I mean, there's a price I would sell them at. I just think you would be offended by it. Here's War Turtle. Mister, you forgot my free one. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you... Hold on. You didn't spend enough. So it's $20 for a free one. I'm sorry if that's not clear. You might have joined a little later. You probably didn't hear me say that. Don't worry. We're going live again tonight. You can collect your free one tonight. So it's one free one today. And it's a minimum $20 order for that free one. There we go. Thank you so much, Mr. Sunfan. We have Austin Warren, Topps 1. Oh, you're cruising for a bruising, huh? It's $2,000 for one free one. All right, you ready? Here goes. Got a little Charmander on the back. That's nice. What's your front card? Butterfree. Okay. Oh, very nice. Butterfree is coming out fairly clean. You got a Blastoise behind him, though. Very nice. Blastoise. We like Blastoise. Wow, Blastoise and Pikachu. Here's this Pikachu. 2,000 a pack for the red label? No, not 2,000. But I probably would have wanted to charge close to about 200 per pack, actually. So about 200 per pack for the red label ones would have been what I would have liked to have sold those packs at. Here's a little Charmander. He didn't turn out too bad. I really like the red label ones. I think they're super unique. The pattern, you don't see the pattern for sale very often. They weren't very sticky. They were sticky, by the way, because I opened them. They're not like perfect. So, you know, you'll find that they had bent corners. You'll find that they had some stickiness on them, but they were a bit less sticky. Less sticky than this one. This one's especially sticky. By the way, I have a theory why this is so sticky. So I think the packs that are stickier, there's no texturing on the hollow. See, this one's purely flat surface, very flat. So because it's a purely flat surface, it sticks perfectly to the card in front of it. Whereas the cards that have texturing on it, I suspect the texturing breaks up the surface between the two cards, allowing them to split more evenly. But yes, obviously there were sticky cards in the red label boxes. They weren't purely not sticky. But there were plenty that were doing pretty well. I don't know if that's because it was a later print run or a different technology or a better quality technology. I'm not sure. Or maybe these are older or who knows. But yeah, some of these are quite sticky. And wow, this was a decent pack, though. Look at this. Blastoise, Pikachu, Charmander. That's for Austin Warren. Thanks, Austin. Okay, Austin. With an AU. All these liberals. Daniel, they moved to Hubbard Broadcasting. I watched a TikTok today. It was kind of a moving TikTok. And it was from a girl. She looked like she was fairly young. She looked like she was probably about 20, maybe in her 20s. And she was crying because she had gone through transitioning from being female to male. And she was saying, you know, her life is ruined now because she detransitioned, but she can't fully detransition because I guess that's not possible. And she was talking about how when she was younger, her parents basically told her, so she has like borderline personality disorder, and her parents told her, well, you must be a boy. That's the cure, is to turn you into a boy. And she said this thing that really stuck with me. She said, how could I have known that I didn't want to be a woman when I'd never experienced being a woman? She says, when you're a child, you don't know what it's like to be a woman. And so you've been told that you must be a boy, but you don't know what it means to be a woman because you've never experienced it. So she started crying in the video because now she can't. I suspect she's not capable of becoming pregnant. That's what I suspect has happened. And you got to think about that. I think you're going to find a lot of videos like that over time. You're going to find a lot of kids who were part of the controversy of puberty blockers and all that stuff. and they're going to come forward and say, you know, I was pretty young and stupid. I didn't really know what I wanted, but these are some pretty life-changing chemicals that they put in my body, and I can't have children now that I'm older, and so I'm going to die alone. You know, my parents die first, but I don't have children of my own. And so that was one of the TikToks that really stuck with me today. I watch a lot of TikTok. I don't know why. It's so much information so quickly. I really enjoy that social media app. And listening to her story just made me think, it's like, how many more stories will come out like that? All right, let's see what's next. Gretchen Kalesius. What's up, Gretchen? I'm ordering through my wife's PayPal. My name's actually Kinpachi Z Gaming. What's up, man? We're going to call you Gretchen, though. We're going to call you your wife's name. He wants 5 Arcanas. I heard snails and slugs can transition, but if they do it too much, they get damaged. I won't touch those tops cards. Dang, that's sad, says Rip and Flip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. All right, so 5 of these. I need a new bag. You got it. Let's get this opened. All right, guys, I'm calling no more orders at this point. No more orders. We are wrapping up. This is the lunchtime stream, which is shorter, and then we'll have a longer daytime or nighttime stream tonight. Okay, we got 2 more hollows. We've got one of these cool rounds with the double hit. Ew. I thought that was a very controversial subject. What do you do with the people who underwent maybe a surgery or maybe major hormonal changes because of treatment plans? What do you do with them later in life if they decide, whoa, this was a huge mistake, but their body's been so physically transformed that they can't go back? They've been altered in a way that stops them from being what they were going to be. How are you going to deal with that? And how much of that will we find in just about, I don't know, 10 years when people reach the age of having children and they realize, wait a second, all my friends can have children and I can't. You know what I mean? I'm the only one. All right, here we are. You get a pack of these stickers as well. Mister doesn't listen to doctor's orders. Need an idea for Zard or Umbreon that maybe went down from with reprints. What? All these? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Let's test respect. All right, let's create a bag. Mr. Gretchen. Very nice. I felt really bad for her. She was like crying in the video. She was talking about how she had previously been diagnosed with borderline personality. And she was saying that transitioning into a boy was supposed to be a cure. And she says it wasn't a cure at all. But now she is not able to experience life as a woman because of the effects of the things they did to her. I was like, damn, dude, that's crazy. Gretchen. All right. Next up, Connor reads 2 Pokemon Go. You got it, man. 2 Pokemons Go. Oops. What time is the next stream? We stream at night. It would be about 6 hours from now. Gender dysphoria is under the depression, anxiety umbrella, but you speak of medicine or cure, people think you are transphobic. Mister, you forgot my free one. Did I? Are you sure? I thought I grabbed one for you. Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. I did miss your free one. Don't worry, Mr. Sunfan. You got your free one. Have no fear, man. You deserve a free one more than anyone else. You got a huge bag over here. Did you hear about the boat that was out of control on the lake? Here in Lake of the Ozarks? You know what's funny? There's always a boat out of control out of here in Lake of the Ozarks. Like, because there's so much boating activity on the lake, this lake is like one of the most dangerous lakes in America. Statistically, all the crashes and all the deaths occur out here. But it's really just a numbers thing. There's so many people boating out here, it's more likely to happen. Yeah, there's a couple guys like this year. Oh, so-and-so crashed. So-and-so thrown overboard. They didn't see the rock or something like that. You know what I mean? That happens apparently all the time out here. All right, Connor Reed. I'm going to open this one for you, Connor, just to get it smaller. Hear about the cheating fisherman? I did hear about that. That made it to the news today. I already knew about it because TikTok, man. TikTok spreads information so fast. And, yep, it was some guys who were competing for a $30,000 prize. They put weights into the fish, metal weights. The judge, was weighing the fish, and he said, this doesn't feel right. And so he poked at the fish, and he said he felt some foreign objects that don't belong in a fish. So that's when he sliced them open and realized cheating was occurring. Pretty wild, huh? Anything to win. Pretty dishonorable. And wild, man. Well, they'll definitely not be allowed to compete again. They'll be banned from all the fishing competitions. So they just changed their own lives. Jonathan Sylvester, one Pokebra. It was during a boat race in Lake of the Ozarks. There we go. You got two of those beautiful Cardos cards, Star You and Star Me. So nice. All right, that's for Jonathan Sylvester. No more orders, guys. Do not send in any more orders. We got a lot of orders still to take care of. I want to see the reactions to getting caught. Well, there's reactions all over the internet because it was video recorded. I was going to order, but you said no more orders. Yes, we'll be back on tonight. You're welcome to place an order for that, but I will not service it right now. Okay, very good. Jonathan Sylvester's done. We have Liam Burrows who wants a Battle Boosty. Okay, Liam Burrows. Did my order go through? I think it did. You want it on the Primal Clash box break, right? We did that one. Just tune in. What's the deal with the Prism Charizard? He's my new Pokemon card for my collection. Really nice. How's it going, Soshi? Whenever you said no more orders, I finished my order. Wow. We have Joseph Campolongo with a really large order. 50 VMAX, Climax, and shipping. I have a small sack. Don't tell anyone. I'm embarrassed. Okay. 50 of them. How many are in a box again? I don't remember. So let's start by grabbing this. 50 of them. Yo! Well, I'm about to be out of these now. Believe it's 10 per box, isn't it? Are these all upside down? Very big order, everybody. Get ready to be comfortable in your seats because this is going to take a while. I think it's 5 boxes, is it not? That's a big order, guys. Thank you, Joseph. Yes, that is going to be 5 boxes. Please give me VMAX. Mister, you missed half my order. Oh, hold on. Connor Reed. 2 Pokemon Go, 2 Arcanas. Did I miss the Arcanas? Connor Reed, 2 Arcanas. Oh, Serena, so lovely. Oh, a lot going on in here. You got Smeargle and Survivor, Superior. Calling him the wrong name again. 50 packs is really 5 boxes? Yeah, so now I am low on VMAX Climax. Connor Reeds, that's the other half of your order right here. You're probably on a little delay there, Connor. Beautiful, we've got it. There it is. That says Connor Reed. Thank you, Connor. Sorry about that. Doctors will tell you anything you get, anything they get paid for. All right, very good. Oops. Just like teachers. Ugh, mister. Connor, you must be on a delay, Connor. He can't hear me. He doesn't know. He's on a delay. We heard you, and we fixed the problem, and you pulled a nice Serena and a Smeargle. Somebody tell Connor he's on a delay. How much is 1 pack? There we go. Well, maybe nobody should tell him he's on a delay, because if he's on a delay and he hits refresh, he's going to miss them being open now that I think about it. All right. How about that, guys? This is what 50 packs looks like. 50 packs for our bestie, Joseph Campolongo. Thanks, Joseph. Look at that, everybody. So now we just got to get... Oh, there you go. Connor says thank you. He saw it. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So now we just got to pull him some nice cards. We'll do one huge stack at a time, so that'll be 25 packs at a time. You're shipping out, huh? You got it, man. Sheesh. Hope you pull the God Pack. That would be really nice. I'd like to see him pull a God Pack. So the chase cards in this set includes Galar Friends, Pikachu VMAX, the Rayquaza, the Umbreon, the Sylveon. There's a Gloria. They're all really fantastic pulls. This set was loaded with pulls. When this set came out, I was shocked how fast it would sell. I couldn't keep up with you guys. All right, here goes. So we got Cobalion. That's a VMAX. This is Eevee on pack number 1. Pack number 2. Flapple, Eternatus. Okay, we got a... What's his name? Well, there's too many Pokemon names. There we go. Here's the Ladybug, Flareon. There we go. I never get a Sneep, says America's favorite hoarder. Sneep! Yo, what up, bro? I'm such a big fan. Hello, here to chill, I guess. I'm just teasing you, Jim. What's his name? Jim Pets? I almost called you Jimp. Something about Jimp didn't feel right. I wonder how Mr. is going to wig so many packs at the same time. Yeah, it's all skill. Time to wig them all. All right, there you go. Okay, we got this beautiful card. A lot of people get my name wrong, but my name is Jimmy. Jimmy! Here's OK. Pull in Blaziken for your character secret rare out of one of the boxes. Box number 1 so far. That is May and Blaziken. It's a decent pull. That is a decent pull. There's definitely worse pulls in this set. We want to see him overall pull the hot ones and avoid the cold ones. Overall. Because obviously every pack can't be the hit. Okay, that is the Charizard. We do like this Charizard. So we got Bonnet here. I'm not Jimmy. You think I am. I'm not Mr. Beast. Okay, so don't ask for money. Okay. I don't know anything about Mr. Beast. I don't really watch any of his content. Here's Dusk Noir. Lovely Dusk Noir. Ooh, 2 hollows. Vumbreon. All right, we've got 2 hollows here. We got Boob Form. Very nice. He's got his titties out. Blaziken. Did Battle Booster go off? Not yet. Mr. Sounds quiet. Oh, I'm not quiet. I'm concentrating. Concentrating on this huge order. Okay. Here's... Oh, no, that's the wrong pile. Corvus Squire. There we go. The Tata's out. Someone needs Spankies, says A. Perez. Me, 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 me. Here we go. I only like to give Spankies. Here's Dust Noir. Oh, ooh, very nice. That's a nice pack. So this is the Marnie V Union Morpeko. And this is actually much harder to pull. Yeah, the Pikachu V Union card comes out all the time, or the regular Morpeko card. But the Marnie Morpeko card has this one right here, and people tend to grade that and sell that. You forget about that card, don't you? Ariados, the Marnie. All right, yeah, there is a Marnie card in here, isn't there? Imagine cheating and fishing. I know. You just can't trust anyone. Okay, we got the doggy holding the sword. Did you know that you're my favorite YouTuber and keep doing what you're doing till you hit 100,000 subscribers? Why, thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Yeah, we are trying very hard to reach 100,000 subs. I forgot about that card, didn't I? Didn't Hank Hill cheat when fishing? I don't remember, did he? Okay, we got Senny Scorch. We got Orbital. That Marnie doesn't count as a hit, does it? And Urshifu. So that was 25 packs, right? Well, maybe close to 25. There should have been a second hit. Does the Morpeko count? Whoa, maybe the Morpeko counts. Huh. Or maybe the hit draw on the other pile of cards. We didn't actually put a character secret rare in here, did we? I don't think we did. Very interesting. Okay, slide that in there. He did. Hank Hill was fishing with Crack Rock. What? Now their legacy is ruined. That's for sure. Okay, we'll place this over here. Did my host just walked in? Dame bitches. All right, here we go. Fishing brought to you by Crack. Go ahead and snip this up. Sneep. Oops. Mr. The Marnie is a character secret rare reunion. Oh, I didn't know that. That's why it's so hard to pull. Because it counts as one of the character secret rares. That explains so much. That explains so much. Because it means that card is in competition on the loot table with all the other character secret rares. Huh. Sneak. Mister, what's up, blue boy? What time is it? It's 5:45? Yeah, I need to wrap up, guys. I need to have some free time to myself. Whoa, wait a minute. How many VMAX Climax did he order? 50 packs. Okay, we place this over here. That's right. I need a Mr. Soundboard. All right, here goes. You know what? The way we had it before was better. This goes here. This goes here. And then we have room for hollows here. Here it goes. We got Blaziken. 50 packs. 50 packs. He said, open them packs. And I said, yes, ma'am. Here's Sylveon Flavion. Silverlance. 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 Obama Snow. Like it, boss. On my favorite full art trainers is Lumision. What? Is that like a type of sushi? Is it true PSA grading Pop Toys now? Funko Pops? Yeah. Also, CGC is apparently going to be grading video games now. Pretty wild, huh? These grading companies trying to take over. They're playing the game at the top level. Okay. We got some... Oh, what do we got? Zera Aura. That's not bad. Yeah, Zera Aura is decent. So far, you have not gotten any of the really bad ones, like Cricketune, Corviknight does very poorly. The Ladybug one does really poorly. So far, these pulls have been average. We got Mustadio. Actually, I think the Marty one's pretty cool. So I don't know how it ranks, because I've never studied it, but I'm guessing it ranks decently. Play that little birdie. Little birdie. Do, 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 do. I'm just going to play 1 hour loop, little birdie. And see who stays in the stream. And then at the end of the stream, we're going to do a big giveaway. All right, what do we got? Chansey. Little birdie. Here's Blaziken. Love the Marty Pride from Brilliant. Duraludon. Oh, there's a lot of pulls, man. Sylveon. Okay. Sylveon. Corviknight. Corvisquire. Corvis something. Cordoba. Here's Cricky Tune Bo. Bay. I want bird, drill, rap, song, mister. Little birdie. I just like the way you fly. Whoop. Okay, we got Urshifu Flapple the Apple. He's an apple. Very nice. What do we got here? Cricky Tune. Crick, crick. Cheating in chess is more satisfying. Dude, they're just claiming he cheated with no evidence. That's so unfair for him. Oh, he's probably got a butt plug and that's how he's cheating. Wow, that's you know what? In my opinion, if you want to be fair, you're just gonna have to let it go. Because unless you got proof he's got a butt plug up his butt, you're gonna have to let it go. That's so silly. Imagine winning at chess. Imagine he didn't cheat, guys. This is what I'm thinking about. I'm playing defense for him. Imagine he really didn't cheat because, yeah, occasionally somebody wins a chess game against a champion, right? Imagine he really didn't cheat, and now everyone thinks he used a butt plug because he won against a guy he was supposed to lose to. That's not fair. You're supposed to be being celebrated. But instead, because you're expected to lose, everyone's going to now think you got a butt plug. It's so stupid, man. So if you don't want to do that, you know, require the chess players to do an x-ray before they play. If it's so concerning that could be what's happening. This is literally the same thing as Biden. Ooh, we just sold a display case. Here we are. I sell those display cases on eBay. I just got the email. Yeah, I mean, it's the same deal. Conspiracy theories galore. I get that. When it comes to the Biden scenario, I didn't like that they changed the way we voted. So that's part of what's fueling it all, by the way. They changed the way we vote so that everyone receives an unsolicited mail-in vote. Okay, so that's actually a bit different here. You know, if you were to draw an analogy between what happened with the chess game and what happened with the elections, they would have to change the way the chess game is played at the last second. And then the guy, the chess master loses, and he goes, well, you guys did a rule change. I don't like the new rule. And then people would feel like, well, you know, they changed the rules at the last second. So there would be a big debate about that. But this is an entirely different scenario. So this guy beats a chess master, and now everyone thinks he used a butt plug to win. And it's like, dude, if you don't got evidence he used a goddamn butt plug, well, then stop saying it. It's so ridiculous. And if he did cheat, boo on him, okay? But we have no evidence for that. We're supposed to be an evidence-based society. Woo! Look at that. So I love this Moltres card, by the way. This is Galarian Moltres, and I think it's one of the best-looking character secret rares in the set. So he pulls that character secret rare. You got a lot of cards that are gradable. Here's another one. You've got the Calyrex, Icy Calyrex VMAX. Very decent. Got some hollows, got Bo. Mustard's not a very good trainer full art, unfortunately. Here's Sarah Aura, though, so I think that's decent. And then we got Flareon EV. Is Marnie is a character secret rare. I never caught on to that. Wow, so Marnie's one of your character secret rares. Very cool. And then you get the May Blaziken as your last character secret rare. So my perception of this opening, Mr. Joseph Campolongo, is that you did okay. You did not get any of the major hits. The major hits being probably the Umbreon, the Sylveon, the Pikachu VMAX, that is, and the Rayquaza. So there's some major hits. You didn't grab any of those, but you also avoided all of the worst pulls, which, again, that would have been like Kricketune, Centiskorch, Corvisquire does terribly. So you avoided all the bad pulls, but you didn't grab any of the biggest pulls. And then I'm not sure about Marnie, actually. I don't know how Marnie performs as a pull, because I forget she's in this set sometimes. That's the truth. So you're going to get 2 of these stickers because you obviously went crazy deep. And then we need to ship your stuff out. Joseph Campolongo, thanks so much, man. Here we are. He's got a small bag, but actually in reality, he's got a gigantic bag. So we'll place all these in here. There we go. We'll place your stickers in here. There we go. Marnie expensive graded. Sounds like Marnie might actually be a hit. Yeah, sounds like the Marnie might be a hit. So what hits came out? I just shouted. Do you think going for a trade career is worth it? It is if that's what you're passionate about. Why would you go to school? and waste 4 years in school when you're someone who enjoys building homes. It's a very legitimate job, pays well, a lot of opportunity. You can start your own unit. You can become a manager. You can get paid millions of dollars selling homes one day, but you got to start at the bottom. But even at the bottom, when you are working on building homes, even the guy at the bottom of that totem pole, he is being paid decently well. So a lot of opportunity in home building, and the demand is through the roof. Americans want cheap homes. They want affordable homes. So, and how do you do that? You got to supply more homes. So it's, in my opinion, it's a high demand field where you're not going to compete with women as much because it's a very physical job. And what do you know? Women don't like equality when it comes to jobs that are dirty and physical. They just want the computer jobs, and then they want to shout at you for sucking. And so you can go do that with less competition. Also, weak males who don't have the strength and the fortitude to do it, they're out of there too. They won't do it. They're going to go be journalists. And yeah, so I think there's a lot of opportunity there. And don't think about the job in terms of where you start. Maybe it's a carpenter job and it starts at $30 an hour. I don't know. Don't think of where to start. Think of where you can go. You can become like a manager of the unit that's building a house, right? You can become a land developer over time. You can become the guy who's starting his own business and hiring guys to build houses with him. Okay, so you're learning a great trade skill. But I feel like the word trade skill comes with some sort of like, what's the word, anecdote, where it's like, oh, poor redneck or something like that. It's so stupid. No, I mean, people make fun of me for working with Pokemon cards. Hey, bro, you work with Pokemon cards. You're so stupid. Dude, I'm probably going to be so much wealthier than all these people who make fun of me for working with Pokemon cards. What you work with does not matter. If you didn't need a degree for what you're working with, that's actually a better thing than having to get the degree, because the degree wastes 4 years and $80,000. So all that really matters in the end is how wealthy you can become doing X. You know what I mean? So if building homes pays X and being a journalist pays Y, and you compare them and they're equal to each other in the end, well, then they're equal jobs. They're equal jobs because they pay equal amounts in the end. That's not how it goes. And the funny thing is, there's so many people who can become like a journalist or whatever stupid social studies degree job is out there. There's so many stupid social studies degree jobs out there that I'm willing to bet those jobs go down in value over time, because it turns out everyone goes to school. Everyone can open a farty smarty book and go blue, 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 read about some stupid hypothesis. Not a lot of people can actually build homes. That actually requires, again, strength and skill and intelligence to build a home that's worth $1 million in California, $2 million in California. You can't just build homes with no skill. So that's a skilled job, and going to school to become a journalist is not. All right, let me get a box. That's my opinion. So those guys over there working in like building homes or something like that, they're probably getting paid a lot more than you think they are. And it's their little secret right now. And a lot of young men aren't being told that. They're not being told the real prestigiousness is being able to build a home, because that's the good paying job. All right, here we are. I'm going to go to school for English. Can you imagine? That's a degree. English is a degree. It's wild, man. What are you going to do? Teach English? All right, let's see. We're going to ship this priority mail. Sweet. Boop. Yeah, so, I wouldn't think of trade schools as a problem. The only thing that could be a problem is if the career you're pursuing is not a well-paying one. You know what I mean? I speaky good. I get degree. Yeah, something like that. Speaking is a job, because I think that's kind of what my job is. I think my job is speaking. All right, let's see. So now we've got to move on to Mr. Wow, thanks again, Joseph. That was a huge order. I appreciate that. Jeff Leon, 2 slimes, 2 W pugs. Okay, Jeff Leon, 2 slimes, 2 W pugs. Wait, we already did that one, didn't we? Did you order it a second time? Is that what's going on? He must have ordered it a second time, right? Yeah, he's ordering it a second time. That's what's going on. 2 slimes. The butt plug knows all. Yeah, I would be looking for jobs that are underserved, and they're in high demand at the same time. Low supply, high demand. What does that tell you? It tells you money. There's got to be money there. Here we are. Low supply in the labor market, high supply and demand. What do people really want? Pokemon cards. Yo! If it was a butt plug, I want to see it. It somehow knows if the chess move is correct. Well, the argument was that it was like programmed to work with something in his shoes, so that his shoes were like communicating with another person or like a software, and the butt plug would vibrate information to him. You guys realize how far-fetched that sounds? What is he tapping his little feet? F6 to A12. You know what I mean? That's so stupid, man. And then what, his butt plug's vibrating that quickly, like Morse code to him? Yeah, right, dude. I don't believe it. And I think it's incredibly unfair to him. If you cannot prove that he used a butt plug to win at that chess game, it's unfair of him to be accused of that. It's so slanderous and mean to be, you know, to have somebody accuse you of that. Crazy, man. Probably have one of those pink sex toys you can get on Cam Girls, mister. Just imagine tapping that with your shoes. Okay, computer, he just moved his pawn from A1 to A3, you know what I mean, or whatever, A2 to A4. And then the butt plug's like, because obviously it's not telling him, it's not telling move your D2 pawn to D4. It's not saying that. So it would have to be communicating to him in Morse code. So you're seriously getting dash dots out of a butt plug that quickly that it, you know, the software is telling you exactly where to move. It just doesn't, when you actually think a lot about it, it seems really far-fetched. And you're telling me nobody heard it either? Nobody noticed he was tapping his feet? I mean, it's possible. I get that it's possible. It's just so far-fetched. You know, it's easier to believe. As somebody who plays chess a lot beat a grandmaster once because it's a game of chess, and you can lose at a game of chess. Beatrice says, can I get one spot in the Primal Clash break? You got it. But ultimately, you just can't accuse somebody of something unless you got the evidence, man. So who cares ultimately whether he did it or not? You need to be able to prove it. If you can't, you need to go, God dang, dude. Phonetic alphabet with the butt plug. Yeah, right. It's just like, dude. All right. Colt Hicks. Mr. D, one battle boosty. You got it. One battle boosty. That's it. That's the end of the battle boosties. The cheese scandal smells worse. What if it's a deflection and the accuser just uses a butt plug while playing? Did it vibrate? Yeah, I don't know. There we go. Just imagine sitting there tapping in the instructions to your butt plug. The butt plug contacts a server. Who made the butt plug? Did he make it by hand? Imagine taking a butt plug and trying to insert a computer into the electronics of a butt plug so that it vibrates to a chess machine. Like, you're telling me he sat down and put that together? God, man, I don't know, man. Smells like he cheated. F6. Now, again, it's possible. I get it. It's possible. I'm not discounting. Just because something's unlikely doesn't mean that it could not have happened. But you got to have evidence, man. You got to have evidence. Otherwise, let him have his time in the sun. And if you're curious about whether he cheated, from then on, install X-rays to check people's anal cavity to make sure they're not having butt plugs or things in their shoes when they go play chess. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I lost. I couldn't have lost. He must have a butt plug in his ass vibrating the moves to him. That's the only explainable answer. As you know, chess masters never lose. It's like they always inevitably lose. That's how it works. Somebody eventually beats you. All right, let's see. Check underwear for stains. Yeah, we're going to check the underwear. He sure coomed too many times as he... Yeah, imagine imagine the grandmaster sitting there moving his pawn, and the other guy goes, while he's playing. Oh, my God. All right, can I get a number? Can I get a number? I hear Mr. wears toe rings. You hear him go, whoa. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Yer on 1. Yer on 2. Taven on 3. Taven on 4. Taven on 5. Whoa, there we go. Taven on 5. Damn, Taven. Good thing you went so deep. Kind of like that butt plug that the guy used to cheat. All right, 1, 2, and 3. Imagine if he did use a butt plug and it fell out in the middle of it. How embarrassing. All right, we're going to say Tavon Richardson. I got a plan to win. It's foolproof, but you're not going to like it. Oh, I love it. It's a devious plan. Yeah, they're going to start bringing x-rays to make sure you don't got butt plug after that accusation. How did that get there? Yeah. There we go. Whoop. All right, the next battle boosty. I want to do something we haven't done in a while. What would be exciting? Something we have not done in a while. I really ought to just offer you guys whatever's the best thing, like whatever you want the most. So you guys tell me what you want the very most. Close your eyes and imagine what you want the very most, and we'll turn that into a battle booster for you, okay? And you guys can tell me right now in the chat what that's going to be. Other than this Charizard. What if Joe Biden answers this question via butt plug? That makes so much sense. He goes, ugh. Okay. Colt Hicks is not done. He needs a pokey, bruh. Okay, Colt Hicks. Oh my God. Colt Hicks picking up Snorlax Cardos. Congratulations. That's a snipe, dude. All right. 2 Star Wars Galaxy 1. Mr. has a butt plug, knows when the hot poke can come out. Mr. Thoughts on vinyl records. Box of sneaker bunkos. More top series. So 1 Pokey Bruh, 2 Star Wars Galaxy 1. Nancy Pelosi vibrates for yes. My bag's not up top. Okay. I want some Roaring Skies or Ultra Prism. Sneaker Bunko. Sneaker Bunko is kind of expensive. You guys are saying you want a whole box of Sneaker Bunko to be the battle booster. There we are. When was it that John loved a lot, but it got expensive? Oh, what set was it that John loved a lot, but it got expensive? I have vinyl records for sale. All right, we got Chewbacca. Sexy Leia. Very sexy. All right. I feel like Star Wars has gone down in interest over time as Weiss has gone way up in interest. Like before, this would have been considered a good card to pull, but now that we got Weiss full of booby cards, not as much. But there's still Darth Vader to chase after in this set. That is something Weiss does not have as much of. All right. Somebody said they heard buzzing. I don't know anything about jets. I need at least 3 butt plugs. Here we are. That's for Colt Hicks. You also get this, Mr. Colt. Oh, my God. Yeah, we were talking about chess. We were talking about trade school jobs as well. That was the other thing that we were talking about. I really think there's a lot of opportunity in looking at the market and looking for jobs that people are taking for granted because they go, oh, well, that's not a fancy degree job. That doesn't matter. All that really matters is what people are paying for. Just like Pokemon cards. You can't go to school for a degree on Pokemon cards. And yeah, I've done well in collectibles. You can't go to school for it, but I've done well in it. So it's really more about what people want, not what schools charge you for. Nicholas Lamone. Howdy, mister. 1 box of Star Birth. Okay, 1 full box, Star Birth. Where have I got my Star Births at? They're probably hiding somewhere. Yep, here they are. No more orders, guys. I can see 2 more orders came in, but we are done. We are done for the day. We'll be on tonight. The daytime stream went on a lot longer than we suspected because the orders coming in were huge. Mister is continuing the Pokebros with butt plug. If you don't know what it is, you can't afford it. Butt plug, that's how Trump lost. Be a plumber, I'm looking to kill it soon. All these old guys are leaving the trade and there's not many workhorses like me. There you go, you hear him? So there's also a problem where a lot of guys, old guys are retiring from work. And it turns out young guys are going towards certain types of jobs, maybe like IT jobs, because they're undervaluing jobs that are always going to be necessary, like plumbing. And so plumbing is one of those dirty jobs. It requires you to be comfortable working with filth. And that right away, a lot of girls just won't work with that. So you don't have as much competition in plumbing. It's an advantage for men to go into plumbing because fewer people will do it. And yet everyone needs a plumber. So you could probably start your own practice, right? Get your own brand going, learn everything there is to know about plumbing and the latest plumbing technology, and start offering your services. And as you begin to build up a clientele, you can start hiring your first helper to help you out, and you can teach him the trade. It's real smart, guys. I basically just laid out a pathway for leaving sort of like the minimum wage kind of jobs out there and getting into some kind of higher paying job. Did my grading order come through yet? Says Bellinger. Not yet. All right, what do we got? Cold. Charizard. Or you could go to school for 4 years. There's some good jobs in school as well. Jobs that require education for you to get those jobs. But then there's a lot of soft skill jobs where it's like, you don't really learn that much. You're really just there screwing around. And if you got rich parents, you can afford to do that. But if you're poor like me, my opinion, better to start working in the highest paying skill trade possible and then move into business ownership. That's your smartest move. That's for the poor, right? If you're real rich, your parents got you covered, you're going to inherit a bunch of money, do whatever you want. Who cares at that point? Here we are. We got Dusk Noir. If you're going to get into coding, by the way, they got like those coding camps too. Might look into that. Or like a 2-year coding degree because the demand for coding is high. But I got to say, if you get into technology, technology is not for everyone. It's a boring job. It's math all day. I like doing this a lot more than coding. I did coding for 4 years in school. And it is like doing math every single day of your life. Some guys will like that. They'll say, hey, that's why I'm in it. That's what I love about it. It's not for everybody, though. I think some people would not like doing that every day. Here's Arceus. Cloud coding, mister. Cloud coding. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity with technology. Chess Camp has no more openings. I did C++ in high school, man. I turned my away from coding. Are you saying you did C++ and you didn't like it? I think that's what you're trying to say. Coding's fine. I think I could have done coding. It's just that for a moment I sat down with YouTube and I said, I think I could do it. I think I could be a YouTuber. And I was right. I was right about it in the end. Here's Whimsicott. Oh, Whimsicott. Java better. It turned me. It turned me away from coding. Yeah, it turned me away, says Alan. Yeah, and that's fine. People, the only job out there isn't software. There's so much opportunity. Everywhere you go, any industry, you got to look at the cutting edge. You got to look at where's the competition in this industry. What's the most difficult thing to do in this industry? And then try to do that, you know what I mean? Just join the army. They pay you. That's an option too. You could join the army. I did not. My brothers did. My dad and my grandpa were in the Navy, so you could join the military. They'll give you a lot of benefits. Definitely an option for guys who are more physical. All right, Nicholas Lamont says, trash the hollows. Thank you, Nicholas. C++ is for hipsters. Here are your cards. Your beautiful pull was Roxanne's backup. What's her? I don't remember the name of that card. I told you guys a story. One of my brothers, he went into the Army, and when he came out, he took one class in college. It was a required class for a job he was pursuing with Boeing. It was a single class on fiber optics. And then after he was done with the single course, he got hired in as a salaried position with Boeing, and he was paid very well. And all I could think is like, wow, think of all the kids in college for 4 years who get paid the same amount, but they got way more debt, and they wasted 3 working years doing school. Next up, we've got Joseph. Whoa! Joseph Campolongo, 1 Gym Heroes pack, please, and 2 spots in the Gym Hero pack break. So let me show you how that works real fast. I can't sell you the pack by itself. Somebody else has to help you. Gym pack. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Joseph's up here. Joseph Comp. And we need 2 more guys. So when you buy 3 packs, guys, they're $500 a pack. So if anyone's real interested in a round of Gym Heroes with Joseph Campolongo, he's in. He's paid for his spot. We need 2 more guys to fill this out if you're interested in a whole booster pack of Gym Heroes without any risk of being sniped out of the rare. So these are also going in to the pack break. Mama says school is for kids that have no mama to teach them. Joseph Campolongo. There we go. How much? $500 per pack. That's the price, okay? Oh, wait, this goes here. School is bad for you, says Alex. Okay. Do a pack battle. Whoever gets better hit from semi-vintage set wins it all. Let's see. Did I already have a list like this for Fossil? No. Yes, Joseph Campolongo has bought a gym pack. There's room for 2 more. I'll keep advertising that for you, Joseph, till this is full. Don't forget his sticker, mister. I believe he already received one. It's 1 per day, guys. He got 2 of them, actually, so he's good. I like Jim. Yeah, Jim's pretty cool. This is Gym Heroes. Now, the way it would work, let's talk about it a little bit. So it would be a round of 3, just like this, unweighed round of 3. And each person would receive 1 pack. And what I can do for you is I can weigh the 3 of them to find out who got the heavy one, if there is a heavy one, okay? So we'll weigh them. And if you got a heavy pack, I'm sure you'll want to open it. Now, if you got a light pack, you'll leave it sealed and send it in for booster pack grading. That's what you'll do. You'll leave it sealed. Joseph asked me to ask if he can get a rocket pack instead of a gym pack. I don't have any rocket packs. I'm so sorry. I have no rocket packs. Yeah, we've got gym, and if it was a rocket pack, it would be a totally different thing. I asked, what? Here we are. He's talking about Joseph Campolongo. Yeah, I don't have any rocket packs at the moment. Is this a penis I drew? I didn't realize it did that. I drew a penis on the package. If you send 20 more, you get a free sticker pack. Yes, but we're all done taking orders. No more orders. So we got to fill this out, guys. 2 more guys. Kyle Chapman, afternoon mister for Celebrations English. I was just thinking about how people don't order as much Celebrations as they used to in the past. Yeah, orders are closed, and it's 6:16. I'm about to cancel tonight's stream if this takes too long. This is ridiculous, man. I get trapped in the daytime stream. Gonna have to call no more orders much earlier. But the thing is, I can't really tell how busy it's going to be. You see, when we started, the stream was really slow at the start. You got Blastoise, but then just before it was time to shut down, and I was like, yeah, well, I'll take 1 or 2 more orders. People sent in like 100 orders. Oh, I remember. These are treated like bulk. I remember these. So we treat these like bulk because there's a million of them. All right. Oh, Luxray and Pikachu. All right, so your pulls are Blastoise, Pikachu, and Luxray 10. There we go. Kyle Chapman. Rig! Don't cancel time, mister. It's my nightly routine. I need to get off of this stream and go rest. Kyle Chapman. I get just a little bit of time with my wife and time to eat, and I'm running out of that time. I know that sounds like maybe, oh, why don't you just stay behind and get the work done? But it's like, I don't take any off days, obviously, so I work all 7 days. So my routine has to include a little bit of time to relax. Matt, the Celebi Venusaur slab and live shipping. You got it, man. You got it. Here's one. Okay, beautiful. So this is for Matt. You are definitely going to get the best shipping. Here we are. Is it possible to get the Japanese 25th promo, or do I need to get 5 packs? That's correct. 5 packs. That's the way we're doing it. So, Picalo, since I need to wrap up quickly, I'm going to write you down for shipping, which we will get done outside of the stream. Shipping. Can you just end the stream and continue the orders tonight? I can. I don't like to do that, because the people who ordered in this stream. Okay. We got Matthew Favreau, 1 battle boosty. So I'm going to start you out with the spot, Matthew. We don't know what it's going to be for yet. Favreau. He says 1 brilliant stars. Let's see, 1 brilliant stars. We got this fresh case. I'm not ready to ship, waiting on a TCCG return. Matthew Favreau. There we go. Our order's open. I'm afraid not, but we're going to go live again tonight. What's for dinner? Nothing, because I haven't cooked anything. You got Fiberell. That's so hot. You did it, bestie. Let it be for Jim Hero Pack. We could do that, but 500 divided by 15, some big number, right? So that's the problem. So let's see. He needs one of these. Free sticker pack has been very popular. I can understand why. Okay. And Matthew Favreau needs me to write shipping on his bag. $34 spots, he says. Oof. Brian Wright, 10 Astral Radiance. Brian Wright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you, mistress, says Matthew David. Leave the stream going, and we'll wait here. Nah, that would be silly. Funny, man. We'll do a reality TV. You can watch me cook dinner and eat. My wife would hate that. She would be pretty upset. Here we are. All we do is work. She's clocked into work all day. I'm clocked into work all day. Imagine I turned even our free time into work. She would be upset. Stream, you eating dinner. Battle Booster should be Topps 2000 pack. It's definitely an interesting idea, Darren. We can watch ads. Here's Sudo Wudo. Oh, no. I'd watch 24/7. Just run ads till the night stream. Here we are. We got Gardevoir and Typhlosion. Ooh. Gardevoir. Cyndaquil. Reality Team. One night in Mr. Here's Barboach. What's the wife come and spend time with you here? No, because that's not like really spending time together. That's more like acting. She has to come in here and be social, and it's not like turning everything off, climbing into bed together. You know what I mean? It's not the same. Rampardos and Dark Patch. Just make the camera swing left to right. It'll be like a scary movie. It'll be a scary monster sometimes. Okay, Brian Wright with a BR. Girls Gone Wild infomercial. Here we are. Didn't Girls Gone Wild get like sued out of existence because the girls were like, well, you recorded our titties when we were intoxicated. You ever watch bun fights? All those girls are like 100 years old now, by the way. They're all like in their 40s now. None of it matters. Nowadays, and the way society looks at pornography now, it probably doesn't even matter. Probably like, oh, cool, you were in a Girls Gone Wild. That was epic. Devin Morales, 2 sneaker bunkos. Devin Morales. But remember the 2-hour commercial at 4 a.m.? We talk about that from time to time. Girls Gone Wild. Everyone remembers Girls Gone Wild. Okay. Speaking of girls. Oh my God, you got all the best naughty waifus in one pack. Unclasped bra waifu, titty grab waifu, and uncouth position waifu. booty cheeks, boobies. Cute girl. Okay, very good. That's for Devin Barales. Devin Barales. Yo, those are some semen demons. Oh my God. These cards might as well be Playboy in the 80s. There we go. Brooks Bellinger. John needs more work. Bulk grade the first edition Dark Alakazam. Okay, give me a moment. Mr. Brooks. Yes, John always needs more work. Oh, wait, was he in here? Oh, my God, he's going to be in here, isn't he? There we go. Dark Alakazam. It looks like I put your sticker pack in there. What a goof. All right, there we are. There we go. All right, very nice. So I'll grab this here. Hey, is it lagging a bit for anyone else? Just me. Just you. I, for one, think it's perfect. It's almost like it's in real life. There we go. Brooks Bellinger. Thanks, Brooks. We have Ricardo Lopez. Please ship my bag and slabs you have shipped to me before, starting with 205. Ricardo Lopez. Okay, we need to find Ricardo's bag to get us started. Richard Campos, Robert, Raymond Ortiz, Roman, Rebecca, Roberto Bahena, Ronaldo, Roxanne, Ryan, Ran M, Raymond Still, Ricardo Lopez. Here we are. Thank you, Mr. Ricardo. Thoughts on Wug Trio? Oh my God, I have not seen it yet. I want to see it. Wug Trio? Wiglet Wug Trio? Is that really it? Now, that's not considered like a special form of Diglett, right? That's a whole new species of Pokemon? If so, that's hilarious. I'm joking, mister? Wiglet, huh? Jack Sutton, 2 bulk grade, 1 for Sticker Gang, 1 for James Nogar, please. Okay, Jack Sutton. I don't really care about the cards behind him. Mister, have you played Mortal Shell? No. Have you played Pokemon? All right, there we go. So I will let Mr. James Nogar tell me what he wants graded. I found your Facebook, Rand. Oh my God. Nah, he's lying. Don't listen to him, Rand. It's a bluff. Jack Sutton. 10.5. There we go. I don't have a Facebook, says Rand. There you go. Ooh, I love that. Gengar, good choice. Victor Alvarez. Top Series pack number 1. Victor Alvarez. Oh, yeah, Jack Sutton's supposed to get one of these, isn't he? That guy is a border hopper. I've seen him before. What? Can you tell me if the Charizard Topps card in my bag is worthy to be graded? Victor, if you've got a Charizard Topps card, generally the answer is yes. Even if he doesn't grade 10, he's still worth grading. So I would say whatever he's looking like, probably going to be worth your time to grade. Okay, there's a Nidorino, Venonat, Parasect, Nidoking. Oh, Charmander, huh? You got a hollow Charmander in here. Let's get him unstuck because he's a little sticky. Did I say little sticky? He's really sticky. He's got plenty of stick to him. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. This is so crazy sticky. I don't understand what makes a card so sticky like this. Oh dear. Look at that. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, that's basically ruined, right? So can we agree on that? This one's so sticky, it's basically ruined. That's so sad. It's such a beautiful card, too. It's literally Charmander, but there's nothing I can do about it. The card's just very sticky. All right, Poliwhirl and Poliwag. That just makes me sad. I mean, some of these came out okay. Like, look at Poliwag. Not bad. Poliwhirl's a little bad. Brock's obviously bad. Nidoking, Venonat, Parasect, Nidorino. So these two are okay, but the Charmander is just looking destroyed, man. And I can't do anything about that. That's just the cards being sticky with each other. I have 2 butt plugs in right now, mister. Oh, well then, obviously, you're ready to beat a Grandmaster at chess. We got to find a cleaning method. I don't know if a cleaning method's going to do it, man. What if you use a blow dryer? That was really stuck to that Charmander. I could tell because I was trying to lift him. Like, it doesn't want to lift. Victor Alvarez. Oh, Victor, it's so hard to look at. We all love that Charmander pull. Oh. So hard to see a bad Charmander. I have a blue label PC3 Charizard that Mr. refused to destroy. That's because we wanted to run some cleaning experiment on him. And Andrea Navarro, last order, you open the wrong one. You open a Lost Origin instead of Lost Abyss. All right, Andrea Navarro, can you tell me how much I owe you? Let me know how many packs I owe you, Andrea Navarro. Derek Etheridge, Topps 2000. This will be the start of my first bag. Derek Etheridge. He's opening a real expensive pack. That is the last 2000 pack. They're officially sold out. This box will be for sale. I'm gonna sign it right now. Okay, so we have signed the inside of the box to say we were the ones to empty it. This will actually become for sale if you want to display a Topps movie box. You can see we did not break the crimp here, so these crimps are intact. It's just a lovely box. I don't know what it'll cost, probably like $100. Love looking at it. Yeah, those boxes are, you know, if you're trying to buy a seal box, I think they're like $6,000 a box or some crazy amount. Okay, Derek Etheridge. Derek, Topps 2000. You ready? Splitting that pack like a pro with a nipple rub. Give me a moment. Okay, you've got your pull looking good as usual. All the cards out of here came out pretty good. Look how clean that one is, guys. Compare that to the previous Topps. Came right apart. Team Rocket to the rescue is your pull. You should definitely grade this. There we go. Good luck with the grade. Sometimes these have 2 hits in the pack, but I don't think this one will. Let's see. A Mother's Concern, Team Rocket to the rescue, the Ice Temple, the Banquet, Stormy Seas with Pikachu, and Lugia Revealed with a little stickiness on that one. So you can see it's not a perfect pack, so it's really interesting that the holo comes out in such good condition. Because even this 2000 Pokemon the Movie booster pack has some stickiness on some of the cards. How much for the box? I'm supposed to research it, so give me a moment. There are no empty boxes for sale. The only sealed boxes, the cheapest sealed box is $6,400. So now you guys understand why the booster packs are so expensive. Let me check completed, though. Maybe there is a sold empty one. So there's no sold empty boxes either. If I put it into auction, I bet you it sells at least 150 if I put it into auction. So I'll offer it for at least 150. It is a rather rare box. All right, Derek Etheridge. This is his first bag on the table. That's great, man. Grab you one of these. Pokemon for Battle Booster. I have waifu in real life. What? All right. Loving these Topps cards. Should I open another box of the movie packs? Thanks, bro. Many more to come. Awesome. Etheridge. Etheridge sounds kind of like Eat the Rich. How much for the Charizard? He cost me $10,000. And if you find one for sale online, let me know. I'll buy him too. I like this card. Cedric DeLellis says 2 Arcanas. Cedric. Banter has canceled the ES reprint in Australia. Pretty much disappointing as I crack my ES boosters. What's ES? Evolving Skies? Mr. Hurry. Before Hiker comes knocking at your door. Oh my God. I gotta hurry, guys. Cedric, that's 2 hollows. Cedric DeLellis. That's a CE. And so you would be in here. Silver Tempest. Cedric. All right, lovely. The CE box is completely full. Hard to hike with the butt plug. Liam Burrows, Rayquaza Slab. I thought that would happen. Here it is. Two Lost Origins. Can you open my Merlin sticker? All right, Mr. Liam. Heck yeah. Liam Burrows. Radiant Steelix. Ooh. Sableye. Very nice. Now, a sticker pack right here. Evie, Jesse, James. Lovely. Dude, it's about to be 7. Oh, this is terrible, guys. This stream was not supposed to go on this long. Liam Burrows. Terrible. We're supposed to wrap up at the 2-hour mark. Joe Biden liked the perfume I use. I have some Silver Tempest. Fell out of a truck. All right, we're all done, actually. That was the end of the line. All right, thank you so much, guys. See you later.